What is up, San Antonio Spurs fans, Houston Rockets fans, NBA fans? Welcome to TSR Sports. We're doing a live play-by-play reaction, scoreboard, etc. for tonight's game. The Houston Rockets visiting the San Antonio Spurs. And this is a big night for TSR Sports as I have the opportunity to not watch one, but two, but three of my teams all tonight win or lose as the Spurs are hosting the Rockets, the Yankees are hosting the Dodgers, and the Giants play the Steelers. Oh my. I got the dual setup right now. I got the Spurs getting... You know what? Let me just show you. Let me spin the camera around. Here's what we're rocking tonight, my friends. I got the two TVs going. Yankees on the bottom left, Spurs on the right. And when the Spurs game ends, I'll throw the Giants game on. Giants season's pretty much done. They're way behind in the NFC, so the Yankees game's a World Series, so that's way more important. So that's over there. Spurs game here. Representing everybody tonight. I got Spurs here, Giants here, and some pinstripes here. So here we go. Skull, thank you for stopping in. Paisan, what's going on? Cowboy X Factor. Cowboy X Factor, man. The Cowboys suck too. No offense. I mean, you'll admit that, but they're right there at the bottom of the barrel with the Giants in the NFC East. I'm shocked the Eagles and Commanders are as good as they are. I made a mistake last night in the short about the Cowboys losing, saying the NFC least and anything's possible. No. The NFC East is actually good this year. The top half is. The bottom half is. Mavis, what's going on? Kokashibo? Will Victor go off? I hope so. Delizzo, Deliza, good evening to you. Can Chris Paul not turn over the rock tonight? I hope so. Daniel Barry, what's going on? Samurai, yes, indeed. Beavis says the Cowboys stink, overpaid. Man, Dak Prescott's getting, I think I did the equation, 96% of his contract is guaranteed. Yeah, they stopped with him for a while. What's going on, Gabriel? Thanks for stopping in. Spurs running the Rockets' pockets this week. I hope so. And thank you, Jamie. I'd really like to see all three of my teams win. The team I think that has the best chance to win out of three, I think the Spurs and Yankees are kind of right there. The Yankees at home, they're down at 2-0. It's a must-win situation. I think the Spurs can win at home again. I don't feel so good about the Giants winning tonight. Let's be honest. They're not very good. So there's that. Wemby going for 40. Sounds good. Cowboys did a fake comeback. I know. I thought they were actually going to pull it off, Cowboy X Factor, and then I was like, wait a minute. No, they're not. No, they're not. Chris Paul getting 15 assists. What if the Giants win today? Hey, listen. Any given Sunday, or in this case, Monday. So how about a triple good luck boop for my three teams tonight? Boop, boop, boop. I did not see that, Cowboy X Factor. Thank you, Samurai. Back-to-back blackouts. Oh, Apollo, really? Again? What's going on out there in Texas with all your games getting blacked out? Is it a specific area? Is it Houston? Is it San Antonio? Are you watching in Austin? Is this just a weird thing? I mean, that sucks when you can't watch your home team play. It sucks. It just sucks. Nice. 77-44. Good score. Dak Prescott is Aaron Judge. Good in the regular season, sucks in the playoffs. You know what? I looked up Aaron Judge's stats in the postseason, as well as Giancarlo Stanton, and I was kind of surprised Stanton plays better. I was not surprised because I already knew Judge. He just falls off a cliff. I think when I checked, he's hitting under 200 lifetime postseason. He's gonna have to start turning her up, or he's gonna have that reputation of a player that's a stat compiler in the regular season, but just disappears in the playoffs. And that is not something you want on your resume. Wendy 5 alley-oops. Well, dang, I'll be happy with that. Houston. I don't know. Bears and Commanders get up to a Hail Mary because the dude was celebrating before the play started. Well, Bears let the Commanders get off a Hail Mary because the dude was celebrating before the play started? What? I did not see that. Amario, good evening to you. I'm actually watching the World Series too. I got the Spurs game directly in front of me. And for those of you just coming in, check it out. I brought my bedroom TV in. Look at that setup. We got the two TVs tonight. Working double duty. That's how I roll. You know what? I probably should put it somewhere, but I don't. What can we do here? I got that little black spot up there above Selena's head. It's a curtain. We should probably have the World Series score up on here. Because I'm watching it. I have it on. I will not stay live for the whole end of the World Series and Giants game. Well, I don't know. If it's near the end, like 1 out, then yes, I will. All right, let's... Can I put this right here? That's way too big. That's what she said. Way too big. Holy macaroni. What in the world? All right, I need to get some shrinkage on my font here. This is Way too huge. All right, size 256. No. Is that a little better? Where are we at? Where did that just go? Oh my gosh. I don't know where. Oh. All right, there it is. We're getting there. We're getting there. I'm trying, man. We're going to put it right over Selena. Live editing. Oh, always the best way to do it. Let's put an outline on this. Maybe a blue outline. Nice Yankee blue outline. Yeah, not a white outline. White outline, white. No, that's a little too much there. There we go. All right, that's a little better. Maybe. Sorry, guys. I know. Hey, it's a good evening. Man, the Yankees got to win. The Yankees have got to win. Goodness, they got to win. All right, there we go. That looks much better. All right. Almost done. Sorry. I'm really sorry. And we will probably should put this here. That game has not started yet, but I'm just going to put first inning up because why not? And then we'll move this down here. I'll put the Kawhi laugh right there. All right. All right. We got something. I mean, that's something, right? Thoughts on the weight set? It didn't look, I don't know. I didn't like it. And based on your comment, the internet's having a field day. I'm guessing other people did not either. Starbots, good evening. Octane 60 wins. I don't know about that. Soul77 says the NBA League Pass blows because area teams are blacked out. Makes no sense to me when the arena's sold out. I don't get it. I mean, Basallo back maybe November 2nd. Good evening, Machine 78. Chim, what's going on? Yeah. I would like us to beat the Rockets convincingly. I like to see the Yankees beat the Dodgers convincingly. And I know for those who probably come and say, what are you doing with that up there? I've said on the channel, I'm a Yankee fan. I got my pinstripes. I got my Giants hat. I'm not going to put the Giants score in there. That's gonna be way too much. Weight statue makes me think of Ronaldo's one. I didn't feel like it looked like him. Yo, good evening to you. Alex, yes. And we can't be up and then let them come back a million points. Four-leaf clover, my girlfriend's right here. Selena Gomez, right? No, when the Eagles win or when the Cowboys win, I'm not sure I'll really do a short on that. I was also really busy this weekend, so I just didn't have time. I did get the Cowboys short in. I might have a lot of content going up today on the channel when it's all said and done. We had the Spurs video today at around 11:30ish. We got the live stream right now at 8 o'clock. I'll probably do a short on the end of the World Series, maybe a short at the end of the Giants game, unless it's a blowout, then I might just skip that one. But that would be a lot of content today. Plus, I uploaded a short on the other channel I have, so keep them busy. Anthony says, go Dodgers, no! I'm 3-0 after today. Thank you for the super chat. Oh my gosh, that would be bad. So I have a Yankees hoodie, which is right over there, and a Yankees cap, but I don't have an actual Yankees shirt that I know of. So I'm wearing a dark side, and it says Vader on the back, 77, for when Star Wars came up. And I'm like, you know what? It's pinstripes, so it works. Busy is good. Got a lot going on. You guys know I have a ton of hobbies. I went to a comic book show on Sunday, bought a bunch of books, finally put those away today, updated my list and put them away. I still play Magic the Gathering on occasion, working out, cycling, basketball, although not too much right now as it's getting cold out. Of course, all the sports we cover here on the channel, plus the second YouTube channel, being a musician, Dylan Brooks, Jabari Smith Jr., Alperen Şengün, Jalen Green, Fred VanVleet. I did read up on this game. You guys were asking what happened to Alperen Şengün at the end of the last game. He got benched for playing poorly. He wasn't injured. He was actually benched. Yeah, that's a good way of putting it, Jim. It did look like he got dunked in carbonite. Jeremy Sohan, Harrison Barnes, Victor Wembanyama, Julian Champagnie, Chris Paul, the lineup for our San Antonio Spurs. Let's get a win tonight. Depleted mind, yo to you. The gang's all here. Baby Coyote doing Baby Coyote things. Little Mikey over here. And then running the scoreboard, headband Grogu. Grogu, you're going to have to stay on top of it today because you're running two scoreboards. You got this one and you got that one. Thanasis or Bronny? Neither? Can I pick neither? Wemby was bullying Şengün. He got back at him. I know Şengün's coming off an injury from last season, but it was nice to see Wemby really give it to him. All right, players on the court, and away we go. Let's have a good game, everybody. Let's have a Spurs win. That would be optimal. Let's have all my teams win tonight. Şengün and Wemby will give us the jump ball. They can. That's your Cowboy X Factor. Joey, go Spurs, go to you. Yes, he did, Arno. So yeah, a little revenge. And Wemby's extra size, I'm sure, is not hurting either. Speaking of Wemby, wins the tip-off, and Chris Paul will bring it up for the Spurs. Over to Julian Champagnie, who's been so much better this season. I hope it's just not a short fluke at the beginning of the season, and he keeps his play up the rest of the season. Wemby now with the ball. Whips it out to Champagnie. Going to take a three. Off the rim. No good. And finally, Dylan Brooks will come away with the rebound and bring it up for the Houston Rockets. All tied at 0. 26 seconds into the game. Van Fleet will kick it out. Smith Jr. for three. Swish. Well, there you go. Three Beards, what's going on? Militano, what's up? Brizzy, thank you for stopping in. I'm excited. All my teams are playing tonight. All of them. Wemby will start to drive against Brooks. Gets double teamed. Over to CP3. Back to Champagnie. Going to launch another three. An in-and-out burger on that one. Fred Van Fleet with the defensive rebound. He'll bring it up for Houston. Şengün back to Van Fleet. Interesting. Wemby's going to guard Şengün down this end of the floor, but Şengün don't want any part of Wemby on the other end. And Şengün gets loose in the paint and easily gets a layup. Breezy, my baseball team's the Yankees, so they're playing that's why we got them up over here. They're playing in a few moments. My football team is the New York Giants. They suck. Barnes takes the dish from Wemby, starts to drive back to Wemby. Wemby in the paint. Little double clutch. No good. Going to go to the line for two. John Lou, good evening to you. Steven, go Spurs, go. Spurs on top? I hope so. Do not have a website. Don't promote that type of stuff in here. So my apologies, and anybody in the chat, please don't be putting any sketchy, questionable, links in the chat, if you will. I would love the Giants to win. It hasn't happened much this year. We got a point. We are on the board. It is 5-1. Hold that, buddy. Wemby averaging 17.5 points a game, about 12 rebounds on 45% field. Oh, wait, this is career as the Rockets. My bad. Shoots about 45% for his career, so hopefully we can bring those numbers up tonight. Second free throw. Oh, that went in and out, and the Spurs got 1 point. Yeah, that I didn't see that happen in Cowboy X Factor at all. Bonjour, Julian. Go Spurs, go. Allez, Spurs. Rockets ball, Jabari Smith Jr. in the paint. Blocked by Wemby. The disrespectful block of Butcherfield. Baker, I don't know. What the heck did Phil? I don't know. The disrespectful block of justice. Buenos noches, Humberto. As I looked away, the inbound pass is shot and made. I didn't even see who made that for the Rockets, but it was a 2. CP3 back to Wemby. Wemby's going to drive in the paint. Throws it up high. No good, but gets his own miss. And the first dunk of the night for Wemby. Puts it back with 2 hands. Van Fleet will get it to Jabari Smith Jr. Jr. with the pull-up in the paint. Good. Rockets offense coming out firing and making their shots. Jeremy of the Sohan kind with the ball. Back to Chris Paul. 14 on the shot clock. CP3 back to Sohan. Sohan's going to drive in the paint. Little jumper is no good. Gets his own miss. No good. Fight for the board. It's going to go out of bounds. Houston ball. Wemby, the only player that scored on the Spurs right now. The rest of the team needs to pick it up a little bit. Joe Dindo, good morning to you. Ernie, sure. Go Spurs, go. Go Wemby, go. Go Victor, go. Whatever you. Wow. Jalen Green for 3, and Pop might be taking a timeout here shortly. We are down 12-3. The Rockets are coming out. Maybe a little something to prove after that loss the other night. Wemby guarded by Dylan Brooks. Wemby's going to call for an offensive foul. They're saying it elbowed him in the face. I couldn't tell if that was a little bit of acting or if it really happened. Can we see a quick replay, please? Yeah, he did hit him. It was a light hit, but it happened. Shohei Ohtani is playing tonight for the Dodgers. He dislocated his shoulder the other night. He's good to go. They're showing he's actually gonna lead off, it looks like. Jalen Green gets in the paint layup, and oh my gosh, we're getting throttled here to start the game. Pop is going to call a timeout. The Spurs are down double digits already, 14-3. Whew, Alexis, what's up? This is not the start we're looking for. Clark Schmidt, the starter for the Yankees tonight. For those that are wondering, I got two TVs in my house right now. I got our Spurs right in front of me, and I got my Yankees down there, and the Giants, well, they are where they are. I will flip this to the Giants game once this Spurs game is over, and I'll keep the Yankees on right there. Go Spurs, go everybody. By the way, if you haven't done so, the sponsor for this channel is Your Thumbs Up, so you haven't hit it yet, please do so. It is fast, fun, nutritious, and delicious, and it looks like this. We'll be okay, but I don't like this start, so yeah, not a big fan of this start. Alexis, are you a Giants fan too? Or are you a Steelers fan? Yes, someone guard Green. Someone play defense. Kokoshiba said you may have spoken too soon. What did you say earlier? Did you say we're going to kill him? You know what I mean. Lay the smack down on Houston. Steelers. Okay. Do you think you're going to have the same football coach next year? The Giants? It's not looking good. Brian Daboll got us to the playoffs his first year. A disaster last year, a disaster so far this year. That Giants team is turning into what the Washington Commanders were for many years, where they have a head coach rotation every 2 to 3 years, and there's no stability for your franchise. But man, him and Shane, I thought they were going to turn things around. And ever since that one playoff year, when we went 9-8, I think, the wheels have fallen off big time for New York. The Yankees must win because only one team has come back from 3-0. Unfortunately, it was against the Yankees, the Red Sox, back in, was it 2004? We're down 3-0 in the American League Championship game, or American League Championship Series, and they came back and won 4 in a row, and that was, were we down like 1 or 2 outs with Mariano Rivera pitching the fourth game? It's surreal. Yeah. Ohtani is up. He is playing. 260, 3 home runs, 10 RBIs in the, I don't know if that was the whole playoffs, or that's got to be just the whole playoffs. He doesn't have 3 home runs in the World Series. Who are the Spurs of Major League Baseball? I have no idea. Both your teams start with S and end with S, by the way. Steelers, Spurs. Barkley's playing great with Philly. Mama just doesn't get any minutes, man. Has he played really much in the regular season? I think he played a couple minutes against Dallas. I don't believe he was in there against Houston at all. I don't think he's going to play tonight unless this turns into a blowout. Harrison Barnes drives into the paint, misses the layup. Oh, boy. We are cold on both ends of the floor, mind you. Not playing great defense, we don't have any offense. Harrison Barnes guarding Şengün. That is not what I like to see. Şengün passes it out to Brooks for 3. No good. Wemby with the rebound. Hello from Taiwan to you. Well, hello from Connecticut. Hello, Taiwan. Thank you for stopping in. Sohan's going to drive into the paint. Out to Wemby. Wemby back to Sohan. The ball almost gets stolen by Şengün. 10 on the shot clock for the Spurs. Jeremy will take off, gets into the paint. Little jumper is good. All right. Finally, somebody sides Wemby scores. Spurs need to get going. Cowboy X Fighter, why did you delete Ernie's message there? You just asked if we're going to have the same football coach. That's not, I don't know if that was an accident, but that message is totally fine. Barnes drives in the paint, and he's all out of control and falls down 14-5. Okay. I was like, that had to have been by accident. Brooks takes it at Wemby, and he picks up his dribble and finally passes it out. He did not want to try to shoot over the big man. Şengün now with the ball guarded by Wemby. Backs him up, under the rim. We'll pass it out. They go around the world back to Brooks. Brooks will drive, takes it right at Wemby, and throws it up, misses the shot. And finally, the rebound by Harrison Barnes. Sochan brings up the court fast, and a foul on Jabari Smith Jr. Oh boy. Hello from Taipei? Oh, good cover, X Factor. Yeah, I didn't even see Şengün crying. Fortunately, because I'm calling the game, watching the chat, running the scoreboard, sometimes I miss some things that you guys do. Wow. Collins coming in for Wemby already? What? Banchero, 37 points and 20. What? 37 and 20? Is that all in the first half, AG Shorts? Antoine, now this is what it is. It says in the title, live play-by-play and scoreboard, so we don't do that here. There's no links. The only link I got is the guy from Zelda. So, with a tough shot in the paint. The game is on NBA League Pass. That's where I'm watching it. And now the whistle down the other end of the floor. Whoops, game clock is not running. I know some of you said, hey, can you run a shot clock too? There's no way in heck I could run the game clock and the shot clock. I make mistakes once in a while with the game clock. Trying to do a shot clock too, forget about it. That was just the first half. Kirkshaw, San Jose, go Spurs from the Philippines. Thank you for stopping in. 2 free throws for the Rockets. Jalen Green at the line. First one is good. These two teams just played the other night, and Spurs won. But right now, the Spurs off to a very rough start as the first free throw is good. 7-0 Steelers. 0-0 Yankees Dodgers. I might not even have to put on that Giants game. I might just... it's on TSR. I might just watch the Yankees if the Spurs, Giants are getting blown out. I'm going to mess up the team names at some point here. All 3 teams playing. Spurs down 16-5. Collins on a nice pass to Champagny. Champagny gets in the paint. He's going to throw it down with 2 hands. Thunder. Dunk of justice. James? He's not, but Rockets might be forcing the issue with that right now. Smith Jr. would have pulled up from the corner. No good. Champagny with the rebound. He'll bring it up for San Antonio. Down by 9. Game is still early. Don't hit the panic button yet. CP3 out to Barnes. Back to Champagny. Champagny's going to take off. Gets into the paint. Throws it out to Collins. Collins for 3. All right. I know I cringe a little bit whenever Collins shoots a 3, but that one went in. So if he's going to take a small amount of quality, a small amount of threes and make them, then I'm fine with that. I just don't want to see a stat line at the end of the game and he's like 1 for 9 or 1 for 10 or 0 for 6. Van Fleet for 3. No good. Rockets get the ball back, and we're going to have a foul. Now Sochan and Smith Jr. are getting into it. These 2 teams were getting into it the other night with Dylan Brooks wrestling the ball from Wemby, or trying to wrestle the ball from Wemby, and now the more chippiness under the hoop with Jabari Smith Jr. and Jeremy Sochan. Wemby less than 3.5 blocks for the year? I don't know. I mean, I feel like he should have more than 3. Oh, the Dodgers are up 2-0. I think they just had a home run. Oh, boy. That's... sucks. I think it was a 2-run homer. Oh, boy. So, Wemby's 3.5 blocks. It's going to be tough because... some people say, well, the deep offensive players know who he is now and are going to not take it at him as much. But you knew he was 7'4" last year, so I don't know. I think he'll be around 3.5. I mean, David Robinson averaged about 4 blocks a game his first 2 seasons, and then averaged even more his 3rd season. So I think Wemby will be right. I think he'll be, I'll say, over. 3-0 Steelers. All right, so they took the touchdown away. Yes, Kokoshibo. I'm not a fan myself. I'm not sure what happened. Sochan and Smith Jr. got tied up, and Jeremy's I don't know if someone had him locked, was pretending like he didn't have him locked. I'm not really sure what happened there, but things definitely got chippy. Veronica, go Spurs, go to you. Got 2 scores up here tonight. We got the Spurs game, which we're down by 6. We were down by double digits, so we cut the lead a little bit. And I got the Yankees score, which already down by 2 in the first inning. Yeah, there is that. Yes, Cersei, good evening to you. Be funny if Soyan took his wig off to fight. Refs are replaying this. I don't know if they're going to call him T on one of the players, 2 of the players. They're reviewing everything right now. And yes, it was a 2-run home run for the Dodgers. Double technical. All right, I mean, that seems like the right call. Our pitchers suck, but pitch jersey is it right? Dang. I don't know, are you supposed to button these up all the way? Do baseball players button them up all the way? Or do they? Yeah, they do. Button up my baseball jersey. Veronica, if they don't win tonight, man. Sweet Jones Jr., you were in timeout. I didn't put you there. I didn't put anybody in timeout. I didn't even see you go in timeout. Smith Jr. is at the line for 2. My apologies. I don't know what happened. I'll try to look up the chat and see if anything... yes, if they don't win, they're definitely cooked. That would have been about 5 minutes ago. My Longhorns won. Dallas lost. The Spurs get a win. I don't know why you're timed out. I don't know what's going on. The person who timed you out also deleted a message. I don't know if they're having issues with their phone. Not trying to make excuses, but yeah, I don't. You didn't say anything wrong, man. I'm sorry. And we're gonna have a foul down the other end of the floor. Collins might be going to the line for 2. Spurs down 17-10. Guillermo, thank you for stopping in. Go Spurs, go to you. I tried to find something comparable to your channel for the Cowboys. I could not find anything as good. Your channel will explode when the Spurs get good. My goodness. Well, I hope so. Stephon Castle's checked in, gets the ball to Sully, and Sun with the jumper in the paint. No free throws, by the way, for Collins. But the Spurs who score cut the lead to 5. I mean, I like doing this, but I'd love to see the channel grow. I mean, honestly, of course, I'd love to see the channel get to 100,000 subscribers. That's a miss by Thompson in the paint. I think it's really the goal, and a video go viral. Those are channel goals. But in the end, the biggest goal is to have fun and see our team win a championship that I actually can get to call, because the Spurs have only been bad since the channel started. That's a miss. It is Rockets ball. Thompson will bring it up. We have multiple. Oh my gosh, the ball just bounced around a hot potato. Green missed a 3, and then the thing just bounced, boing. Finally, the Rockets get the offensive rebound. My apologies. That was just a mess. Now the ball's going to go out of bounds, and it's going to be Spurs ball. 4.5 minutes to go. Houston Network saying that Soin was an instigator. Lights out, I feel like it was kind of both of them. Roy Garza, good evening to you. You know, you think you know me. You think you know me. You think you know me. On the stage, Castle has the ball. No, he don't. He gave it to Blake Wesley. I don't know. So this is our defensive backcourt with Blake and Stephen. And that's going to be a turnover on the Spurs. Castle tries to get the ball to Wesley, and it goes off his hands and goes out of bounds. And Rockets ball. 25,000 more subs than you. No time to thank you. The Medicare guys in Texas, go Spurs, go to you. Robert, what's Zach Collins' biggest strength and weakness? How much time you got? Oh, Jalen Green gets in the paint and throws it down hard with one hand. Veronica missed TSRs in Massachusetts. I like Sohan too. I really hope he becomes a important, integral part of the cog of the San Antonio Spurs rebuild. He was a 9th overall pick. I'm rooting for him. I think his hair looks kind of stupid, but, I mean, whatever. Kelvin is checked in for the Spurs. He has the ball. Back to Sohan. 4 on the shot clock. Jeremy's going to drive on a pull-up jumper off the rim. No good. Wasn't actually a terrible shot. A little bit forced. Shot clock was expiring. His ESPN thumbnail, his newest team picture, has his hair pulled back, and it looks good that way. I just think he looks a little silly the way it is. Even with the three, no good. Spurs ball, Sowen will bring it up. Jeremy back to Zach Collins. Over to Blake Wesley. Wesley's going to drive in the paint, kicks it out to Castle, thinks about the three, pulls it down, drives in the paint instead, and it's going to go out of bounds. Sean Elliott just said it, and I agree. Sean just said Castle a little too unselfish there. You need to take that shot instead of looking to pass in that much traffic. It is still Spurs ball, though. Nice meltdown. Aquavision, go Spurs, go to you. Bear 88. Thank you. B-Bear, I'll try. Turnover by the Spurs. We need some D right now. We need a lot of offense. Eason's going to take it coast to coast. Misses the shot. And he's going to get fouled and go to the line for two. Connor, he seems to be our main offensive guy tonight. And I like Jeremy, but he should not be our number one option. What should I eat in Connecticut that's not fishy? I mean, you can go to any regular restaurant and get whatever here. I mean, I'm trying to think what places I like. We have a lot of good Asian food places, Chinese food, etc. First free throw is good. Malachi Branham checking in. Spurs trying to get some offense going because our offense has been slow tonight. I mean, any standard restaurants here too. So I mean, I don't know. I'm not really a food junkie. Why not Jack? Go Spurs, go to you. Sewing is low-key punk rock. Okay. Man, Bon Crow is really killing it. I'll play you get in there. A lot of people are saying Kelvin looks like Westbrook, Robert. Oh my God, we just turned the ball over. And Wemby with a block from behind. Spurs ball. I think that was Eason that was going to go for a dunk, and Wemby just blocked the crap out of it. It was Eason. He thinks he's got a dunk, goes up. Nope. Boop. Urban Wild from the Philippines, good evening to you. I think that's Wemby's second block of the game. Yeah, not in my neighborhood. Wemby, don't play that. Lil homie, thank you for stopping in. Yankees still down 2-0. It is still the first inning. I am watching it. So, for those of you that are coming now, I'm going to share this real quick. I want to show you my setup. I mean, there's my microphone, and there's my light. But we got the Spurs game here, and down there, we got the Yankees game. And I'll stop there so we don't get in trouble. Thank you for watching from Mexico. Aquavision, so I don't have the Giants game on. I only have so many TVs. Dang it. Out. And the Giants, the season's over. Let's be honest. The Giants season's over. I try to be optimistic, but I need to be realistic. The Giants are done. It's probably going to be a losing season, barring a miracle. But the way they're playing, it looks like the season's over. The Yankee season's not over, but if they don't win tonight, the season is over. So I'm very invested in that game. And, of course, the Spurs. I told you guys I'd call every Spurs game this year, or try to, so here we are tonight. These Rockets announcers are so biased. I try not to be like, don't get me wrong. When something good for the Spurs happens, I'm going to be excited. When something bad happens, I'm not going to be excited. But I'll try to call a game straight down the line. If the Spurs get away with a foul, I'll say, hey, I think the Spurs got away with one there. You know, I really try to be as honest as possible on that. Because you gotta be, because you guys that are watching along, for those you can't see it, you'll have to go by what I'm saying. But for those you watching along too, if you see I'm just being a complete homer, not the homer in the chat, if I'm just being a total, just not calling the game like it is, and just all pro Spurs, all night, that's not what I want. Aaron Judge has 19 strikeouts and 40 at bats in the postseason. What the? Come on, dude. Man, he sucks in the postseason. All right. Giants, Steelers 3-3, awesome. After the Spurs game, I am going to watch the Giants game on one TV and keep the World Series on the other. So we might have two shorts coming up tonight. The results of the Yankees and the results of the Giants. That Dwayne, Robert, yeah, I don't like that Dwayne Wade statue at all. Give me body. I wouldn't say the Spurs have no offensive weapons. They're not playing well tonight. I would agree with that. If you can only watch one of your three teams for the rest of my life, which would I choose? Ooh, okay. Well, the Yankees are immediately falling off that list. No disrespect to any of the Yankees fans in the chat. Baseball is my least favorite sport to watch. So that's immediately out. The Giants and Spurs are pretty much tied for my fandom. The thing is, the Giants only have 17 games a year. The Spurs give me 82. And if I'm going to keep a YouTube channel going, turnover by Malachi Branham. I much rather call basketball. Judges struck out. You suck! Sorry. Where was I? Basketball is my favorite sport to call. It's my favorite sport to... pretty much even basketball and football to watch. But I would probably pick, if I could only watch one team, it would be the Spurs because it's a happy medium for games played. 162 games is way too much for baseball. 17 is not enough with football. 82 is a good number. So I would pick the Spurs. I'd be very sad I cannot watch either of the other teams. Castle with an open three. Off the rim, no good. Can we make a bucket? We have some guys that can shoot, just nobody's making shots tonight. And the ball's going to go out of bounds, and it's going to be Spurs ball. Rockets with a turnover. Statue's face looks like a chubby baby. Yeah, a lot of people are picking on that Dwayne Wade statue. I don't like it either. Caps lock, I hope so, man. Sorry, Judge just got me all fired up. Wemby with a bullet pass to Wesley. Back over to Castle. Back to Wesley for a corner three. Blake Wesley with the three. There you go, Robert. Joshua, I'm starting to feel that way too. Yankees got to win tonight. They absolutely have to win tonight or the series is done. Well, that's the end of the first. That's a miss for the Rockets. Come on, New York. Stephon Castle going to start to drive and almost turns. He does turn the ball over. Oy, boy. Castle not looking too crisp tonight. Having a bit of an off game so far. Hopefully he turns that around. Seems like whenever I do a positive video on somebody, they have an off night. That night or the next night. Praise Castle today. It means he's not going to play well tonight probably. Castle is guarding Fred VanVleet. Pick and roll. Fleet with a pull-up three. Ouch. Yeah, give me. He's looking that way. I hate to say it. Brandon gets in the paint. He gets his shot blocked at the rim. Down by 9. We have only 15 points, guys. 15 points. Tops of her three from the corner. Down by 12. Jeez. Toby, I don't know what's happening tonight. Rockets might be angry about that loss the other night. Castle drives the paint, throws across court to Wesley. Wesley for another corner three. Off the rim, no good. Thompson with the rebound. $27-15. I hope everybody has a happy Halloween Thursday. The Spurs are playing Thursday night, so I'll be live. Not sure everybody will be available because of the holiday. Well, yeah, it's a holiday. But I'm still going to be here. We have a reach and foul on the Spurs. 27-15. Shot clock will be off. I don't think Kelman's taken a shot so far. Players on the court over here, and Chris Paul is not in, and our offense is just absolutely just not there tonight. I don't know what's going on with the team. This is weird. Shot clock is off. Fred VanVleet with the ball. Starts to drive. Runner at the free throw line is no good. Ball gets tipped in. Wesley's not going to get a shot off. Doesn't go in anyway. Wow. This was bad. This was not a good first quarter for the Spurs. This team looks nothing like the team that played the other night and beat the Rockets. We certainly don't look like the team that went up by, 23? We look like the team that gave up that lead and put them right back in the game. It is early, though. Son of Scar, this lineup, Wemby, Kelvin, Brandon, Wesley, Castle, it's not doing much. I'll tell you that. It's not doing much. 6-3 Steelers to the field goal fest? Jeez. It's early. Let's hope the Spurs turn it around. Gosh, I hope the Spurs turn around. If they don't, it's going to be a long night. Hopefully the Yankees win, or the Giants win, or both the Yankees and Giants win. By the way, we have a good crowd in here tonight, but we have not hit 100 thumbs up yet. We have plenty of people to get to 100, so we'd love to get to 100 thumbs up. Maybe the 100 thumbs up will pump up the Spurs and get them going. So 100 of these if you could. Boop, boop, boop. I'm not going to do 100 of those, but if you could hit the thumbs up, we'd greatly appreciate it. That is the only sponsor on this channel. I almost thought the Yankees would give up another one. That is our sponsor, the thumbs up. I was supposed to have a sponsorship for Spurs merchandise only with Foco, but I'm starting to think maybe that was fake because I have not heard anything from him. I didn't get the original thing I was supposed to get from them. So that might not have been real. And you know what? Don't really care because I am not a big fan of sponsors anyway. So if that doesn't happen, whatever. Castle and Wesley together. Yeah, that is not... I mean, defensively, if we need a stop, sure. But we don't need stops right now. We sure can use stops. And we need some offense. We need offense in a desperate way. No, I don't think we're tanking. No. I don't understand Pop in this lineup. Who is meant to rebound the ball? Because we really have under 6-7 guys, and Wemby isn't the great... not the best rebounder. He's not the worst, that's for sure. It looks like Champagne's going to check back in. Yeah. This is probably my one criticism of Pop, and I know some people don't like it if you criticize Pop, but at times his rotations have really had me scratching my head. Or when a player's on fire and just lighting it up, pulls him out. Like it's only 6 minutes into the first quarter. Got to stick with the rotation. Second quarter defense Saturday versus the Rockets. Points allowed 10. Opponent field goal percentage 17. Rockets were 1 of 10 from the floor, so the let's get that second quarter magic back. We're always having too many turnovers, man. Always. It is Rockets ball. So my Yankees are down. My Spurs are down. The Giants are down. Thompson in the paint. He's going to get fouled by Wemby. Blocked, but a foul as well. 2 free throws coming up. Robert, I don't know. And we certainly could use Devin Vassell back ASAP. I think Wemby has the most points. Does it? No. 4 points? Is that the most on the Spurs? It can't be. I can only see who's in there right now at the moment. First free throw is good, and we are literally doubled up 30-15. I mean, I would love to see Jeremy go wild, but I don't necessarily think that's going to happen. Thompson at the line. Second free throw is good. They are killing us. Dan, you think we're tanking? Wemby gets double teams. Turnover. 8 turnovers already, I think I just heard. 8. And now the Rockets turn over the ball. Spurs on the run. Brandon will bring it up for San Antonio. Drives in the paint. Falls over. But he was fouled. John Ark, we just need to get the lead to single digits before we're winning by 5. William? The Giants haven't been relevant since the 2011 team. The Spurs, the 2014. Yeah, it's been a decade for both the G-men and the Spurs. The Yankees are in the World Series. It's not looking good. Brandon at the line for his free throw, good. James says we suck. Who do you blame for these turnovers? The team. The whole team. Avery for Pop? I don't know who wouldn't want to replace Pop. 3 Beards, I don't know. I do not want to see maybe we'll get to 22 wins again. If this team goes 22-60 again, I don't want another season like that. As a content creator, as a fan, I can't do it. They got to get better. At least 10 wins better. At least 10. Preferably a little more than that, but I'll take at least 32 wins. Give me at least 10 more. Fred VanVleet's going to start to drive. Out to Brooks. Brooks for 3. Jeez, they are shooting well tonight. 34-17. On the bench. Barnes is on the bench. And yes, Wemby could get impatient if we lost 60 games again. I would be. Branham running around with the ball, takes off, gets into the paint. And a tough driving layup. That was actually really nice. Good job, Malachi. Take it. Because we haven't even gotten to 20 points yet. Almost 14 minutes of basketball, and we still have not gotten to 20 points. Sohan, F the Rockets. I mean, sure. Oh, my clock is way ahead. We had a stoppage in play. My clock was stopped. My bad. Rockets ball. That's a long pull-up three. That was in and out. Cam Whitmore's three actually started going in and popped back out. That's a crazy in-and-out burger. Chris Paul gets by the Rockets defense. Almost turns the ball over. Nice save by Kelvin. Gets it back out to Champagnie. Back to Kelvin. 10 on the shot clock. Kelvin's going to take off, drive, spins around, gets in the post. Backs his man up. Up off the glass. All right. Somebody's got to take over the offense here. Chip's not coming back home. I wish he was. He's not. Bench points for the Spurs, 12, 7 for the Rockets. So our bench is actually really outplaying our starting lineup. Our starters only have 9. VanVleet passes it off. They kick it out. Whitmore for 3. Back rim, no good. Keldon with the rebound. Brandon in the paint. Travel. William, I've been saying it all along. I could see Chris Paul being traded before the All-Star break to a contender. Angie, our offense is awful. Vassell should be back the first week of November. Yeah, William, I agree. That was not a great move. Yeah, Chris Paul has shot the ball very, very little with the Spurs so far this season. We are going to need more offense from him if we're going to win any type of games. If he's never going to shoot, he's just not a threat out there. Brooks with the ball right now, 3 on the shot clock, forces a 2. No good. Wemby skies for the rebound, and Wemby's going to immediately get fouled as he brought it up the court. Well, I'm not sad and frustrated with the score, but you should be aware that all 3 of my teams are losing right now. The Giants are down. They're on Monday Night Football. The Yankees are down in the World Series, and if the Yankees lose tonight, it's probably over. And the Spurs are down. Actually down double digits. So, actually, maybe sad and frustrated is not too far off. Basketball has a football score, and football has a basketball score. You're right. Wemby, pull up in the paint. All right. Victor, you're going to have to take over the game for us, man. Chris Paul, at this point in his career, is not a starter, but he's our starter. It's what we got. He should be a backup at his age. Oh, wow. Whitmore just juked Paul out of his pants. They're going to go around the world. Whitmore gets the ball back and airballs a 3. Sengun in the paint. In traffic. Throws it up and in. 36-23. Robinson, Duncan, Wemby, Ginobili, and Parker. Josh, you think so? I don't know. CP3 with the ball at the moment and just throws the ball out of bounds. Where the hell was that going? I don't know what that was. Put Gervin in there? Isn't he like 60-something? 10 turnovers for the Spurs. We've hit double digits. Fred VanVleet from the elbow. No good. Wemby with another board, so Wemby is rebounding well tonight. Champagnie will bring it up for the Spurs. Can somebody step up on offense? Wemby's going to take a mile-long 3. Not a fan of that shot. That's a miss by Thompson. Keldon will corral the rebound and get it to Chris Paul. Paul will bring it up for the Spurs. Over to Barnes, who's checked in for the Spurs. He's going to drive in the paint. Tough shot. Air ball. Gets his own miss. Is that a travel? Yep. It was an air ball, so it actually was a travel. This is some type of Mr. Miyagi paint that fits BS. What? What are you talking about, Joshua? I can't believe how bad we're playing. This feels like we're playing like the 18-game losing streak Spurs right now. And now a turnover. The ball just falls in the hands of Wemby. I didn't see what happened with the ball with the Rockets, but Wemby will bring it up, down by 13, 7 minutes to go. CP3 at the ball, 14 on the shot clock. Pick and roll with Barnes. Starts to drive, pulls up from the elbow. Back rim, no good. A rare Chris Paul shot. A miss as well. By the Yankees are still down 2-0 in the second inning. 2 outs for those. I don't wonder. Blocking foul looks like it's going to be on Keldon down the other end. I don't know what's happening with this team. And Eliza, I would like to see Wemby shoot less threes, or at least just not walk up and rush it. Like, no. Oh, Joshua, come on now. No, as like Jalen Green's played pretty well. I don't know what lineup's going to get us back into this game. Janzay photography, it's been very sloppy for the Spurs. Tons of turnovers, missing shots left and right. We're actually lucky. We're only down by 13. This could be much, much worse. Anthony Bustamante says, here is the problem. Spurs don't have no go bucket getters. They play too scared and leaves all the pressure on Wemby and CP3. I mean, Kelman occasionally, puts his head down and drives and will start, pushing the offense, if we will. But tonight, everybody seems just, I don't know, tentative. And I don't know. It just feels like an off night so far. Yes, Ryan, all of my teams currently are losing. Woohoo! $11 turnovers to 4. And yes, this has been bad basketball. It's been rough. I did say that I do have the rare opportunity, for those that don't know. All 3 of my teams that I enjoy, the Spurs, the Giants, and the Yankees, they all have a chance to win tonight. Or they all have a chance to lose. And at this moment in time, they're all losing. Johan, it is ugly. You can't win again when you have many more turnovers than the opposing team. You really can't. Kazmir, it is horrible. It is. But it's early. The Rockets came back against us on Saturday night. They were down by 23, made a game of it. So I'm not giving up on our team yet. Not at all. If we're down 13 with 10 seconds to go, all right, then I'll say it's over. Paul and Barnes stink right now. Connor, they are not playing their best basketball. John Liu, couldn't Devin? Wasn't Devin able to do that last year? Or am I getting confused? I thought Devin was pretty good at creating his own shot. There you go, Gribbler. Let's keep the faith. Let's. You know what? The Spurs need a little motivation. The Spurs need a little Chuck Norris. Mamu's on the floor? No, I don't see him. Zach Collins is on the floor. Right, Reyes? Bobby February. Rough like your mother likes at your back is right. Wemby with 5 points, 6 boards, 3 rebounds. 5 points, 6 rebounds, 3 blocks. So defensively, certainly getting it done. Offensively, a very quiet night. Lots of turnovers for the entire San Antonio Spurs team. And no, Sandro Mamukelashvili is not in the game. That is Zach Collins. Not the same player. Whitmore for 3, no good. Keep checking threes, Cam. He's missed quite a few here in the quarter, so let's just keep forcing him to shoot. I'm fine with that. CP3 going to start drive. Over to Champagny for corner 3. No good. Fight for the board. Şengün will come down with it. Champagny very quiet so far tonight. Jabari Smith Jr. is going to get in the paint down the other end. Throws it up off the glass. Back to a 15-point game for the love of Spurs Nation. Can we get this to single digits before the half? Zach Collins going to get fouled down the other end. Kokoshiwa, we are, but we played damn well the other night without our second option. Keep the face track of Steven Seagal. By the way, we'll be shooting my first Steven Seagal movie for I Like Crap. Well, This week's I Like Crap is actually Steven Seagal movie. We're doing Marked for Death. Collins at the line. First free throw was good. I'll post it on here for those of you that are subscribed. Hope you check it out and like it. But I'm going to have fun making fun of Sifu Seagal and his bullshito. Collins at the line for one more. It's good. Zach Collins could use a Mamu beard. We do have 2 more quarters, and the Yankees better wake up. Just saying. Oh, it's a 3rd inning on that. Let me change that. Trying to watch 2 things at once. Şengün in the paint. Throws a tough shot up over Collins. No good. Sohan with the rebound. 38-25. 5:45 to go. Yes, screwface Joshua. Yes. Butterfly, good evening to you. And Collins is get loose in the paint. Throw it down. 111 likes. Whoops, can't hear me.
Oh, justice.
Jim, I wouldn't say Wemmy's trash tonight, but he is struggling like the whole team is. Let me pull up the link for that if anybody's interested. And thank you guys for giving us to 100 thumbs up. Hopefully the Spurs play better and we can get to 150 at some point. Maybe 200. I don't know. But I want to pull up the other channel that I started about 5 weeks ago, and I'm going to stick with it. I can understand there's some apprehension like, oh, he's going to quit, but I'm having a lot of fun with it. And just doing 1 video a week, 1 shorter week, 1 community note a week, trying to keep it simple. It is Rockets ball. Step back 3 is no good. Offensive rebound falls into Fedman's feet. Green's going to follow up with a 3. Dang it! So you give up the rebound and... By the way, here's I Like Crap. This is my new channel. We started about 5 weeks ago covering just Chris Paul with a 3. Finally. But I'm having a lot of fun on that channel. If you enjoy this channel and looking for something a little different where we talk about the things that aren't generally liked and why we like them. I don't know. Seagal movies, Van Damme movies, bad music, like the Hulk Hogan album, the Macho Man album, Şengün in the paint, off the paint, Şengün in the paint, off the glass. Oh my gosh. Anyway, there's I Like Crap. Thank you, William. Hopefully we can get to 500 or 1,000 before the end of the year. CP3 drives in the paint, throws up a layup. Where was this CP3 been for the first 9 quarters of the season? Venom King, good evening to you.
We are Venom. Eddie.
I don't know. Spurs down by 11. Let's get it to single digits. Get it to single. Şengün for 3. Jeez, they're shooting threes like nobody's business tonight. CP3 to Sohan in the paint. Layup good. And 1. And an and 1? It's an and 1. Yes, be a man, Hulk. Come on, don't be scared. You running from Macho, that's what I heard. Be a man, Hogan! Yes, actually that. Miss TSR mentioned that I should do those on I Like Crap, so Macho Man's album and Hulk Hogan's album will be on there. This week is Marked for Death by Steven Seagal. I think I'm going to do The Deadliest Warrior next week. I love that TV show. Some people call it crap, so I'm having a lot of fun on that channel. And I'd love to see you guys in the chat on there. SJ! I'm going to start doing, I have a channel called I Like Crap, and a lot of the considered crappier Van Damme movies, Seagal movies are going to be featured on that channel at some point. So here's a link. So far on the channel, we've covered the Atari 2600 game E.T., which is considered the worst game of all time. Marked for Death by Steven Seagal this week. Dang it! Aquaman's in there, and he gets a bucket and 1. What else have we done in it? The Barbarian, starring the Paul brothers from the 80s, which is just, it's something else. I mean, I'm having fun with it. Last week's was 6 Feet Under's Nightmares of the Decomposed, which is considered one of the worst death metal albums of all time. Knotted up at 6. Go Giants! Chuck Norris will definitely be on there at some point, Humgo. I'm only doing 1 episode a week. That's all I have time for. Maybe next year when we hit this out. You missed a shot. When the summer rolls around, maybe we'll try to up it to 2. But during the Spurs season, this is my main focus. I just want to do 1 over there. CP3 in the paint throws up a wild shot. Multiple offensive tips. And now a whistle. Spurs are in the bonus. I think we have 2 free throws coming up. It is still Dodgers 2-0. On a 2-run home run. I forgot who hit the 2-run home run earlier. My bad. So I'm going to the line for 2 one-handed free throws. Hander fist, he's shooting him one-handed, absolutely. And he did, and he made one. 12-point game. Get out and won. This team has no cameras. Casimir, there are a lot of fans that are hoping Pop retires. If I already said this, and some people didn't like this, but I'm sorry. If the Spurs go 22-60 again this year, he missed the second one. You can't have 3 60-loss seasons and stay coach in the NBA. At some point, your resume and track record can't be the main reason you're staying with a team. It has to be, what are you doing first now? And that's a 3 for the Rockets. We're back down by 15. I don't think we're going to lose 60 this year. We better not. Sohan's going to drive in the paint, throws up a layup. Nice. Jeremy Sohan starting to take over the offense. Somebody's got to. Somebody play with some fire. Somebody get out there and play with some heart. Jalen Green, bunch of moves, and then finally passes it out to Dylan Brooks. Brooks knocked over Chris Paul, no foul, and makes the shot from the elbow. Brooks should get boot heavy. He's a punk. Borderlands could be on there. And maybe at some point we'll do some watch-alongs on the channel. Maybe we'll get to 1,000 subscribers. Chris Paul driving the paint layup. All of a sudden his offense is coming alive. But maybe some watch-alongs where we'll have a clock on the like this, but it'll be counting up to let you know where exactly, what movie we're watching, what platform we're watching on. Obviously, we can't show the movie. But I'm really excited about the channel. Turnover by the Rockets. Castle brings it up for the Spurs and alley-oop to Sohan. Oh my God, that was way too high. Jeremy gets the ball back. Pass to Collins in the paint. Rolls off the rim. No, rolls in. And the Spurs are getting fired up. Rockets are calling timeout. Come on, let's get this down to 5 before the half is over. On Deadly Ground was the last OK Steven Seagal movie, but the Native American coat was a bit much. I like Exit Wounds with DMX. That is a guilty pleasure. You got Steven Seagal, DMX, Michael Jai White, Tony Duke. What's the guy from Predator and Commando? I think, is it Tony Duke? Bill Duke. Bill Duke's in the movie. I mean, that's got a great cast. I love Exit Wounds. Exit Wounds is absolutely slated to be on the channel at some point. But we're in a timeout right now. John Ark, I hope you're correct that one. G5162 says, the Spurs weren't trying to win the last 2 seasons, so why would you hold that against Pop? I mean, were they trying not to win last year? Because if they weren't, why did they win all those games at the end of the season? That makes 0 sense. Do you remember we won 7 out of our last 11 or 6 out of the last 11? Why win that many games that hurts your draft position? Dodger just scored. Yeah, wake up. Why'd you catch up on the table? Who wanted to? Yes, keep on pounding the rock is right. Every time Houston gets a screen, they shoot a 3. Yeah, they are doing that a lot. I don't think I could tell this one. Or you didn't think it would say this, I'm guessing. Zach is playing better than Wemby. Is he? Maybe offensively. John, the problem with the Spurs? You know, I know Vassell's out, but that's not the main issue. Our bench is deeper. You know, maybe we have just the wrong players. Maybe we're putting together, and this would be Pop and Brian Wright, or some of you call him Brian wrong. Do we just have good players that don't mesh together, that don't play basketball well together? I mean, remember the Spurs team of 2014, just how well they passed, the beautiful game with Tony and Kawhi, Manu, Timmy, and others? How cohesive that unit is? Or do we just have good players and some decent players and some okay players, maybe some not so good players that just don't play well as a team, either offensively or defensively? I don't know. This has been a losing team 5 years in a row. Well on their way to 6 if they play like this every night. Spurs are a motley crew. They are. I'm patient. I am. 5 years of losing? I'm done with it. Let's not forget I'm a Giants fan too, and they've sucked for a decade, so I'm good with the losing. And I have higher expectations for my team. I'm not okay with them losing all the time. Quite frankly, you shouldn't be either. No, we shouldn't rush the rebuild, but we tried for far too long with... We should have cut the DeMar DeRozan thing a year early. That was clearly not working. He should have been traded a year quicker than he was. Green for 3. Oh my gosh. DeJounte Murray was never going to lead this team anywhere, let's be honest. Keldon Johnson was not going to lead this team. I don't know. Whatever. You know what? Even if we lose a million games, I'm still going to love our team. Chris Paul for 3. Where has this been all year? Has Pop taken the handcuffs off Chris Paul and just said, go get him? He's got 10 points tonight. I think that's more than he's had in the rest 2 games combined. Only has 2 assists, but then again, nobody else is really making shots. Douchebag Brooks for 3, no good. Another offensive rebound, Green for 3. Oh my gosh, Jalen Green. You can't stop him. You can only hope to contain him. He has 21 points already. Sohan for 3. That's short. Spurs are eventually going to get the loose balls. The Rockets poked it around and finally falls in the hands of the Spurs. Wemby with the ball right now, 8 on the shot clock, and he loses it out of bounds. Another turnover for the Spurs. No, Green can't miss. Are OK players taking over with the Clippers? At least we're not Jets fans. Well, there you go. Collins has not been bad tonight. Look, I love our team, and I want to see them start winning games again. I don't want our guys to go... Jalen Green just hit another 3. He's got 24 now. He's just firing off from anywhere. He's 6 of 7 from 3. He is absolutely cooking us tonight. Chris Paul's going to take a 3. It's good, but it's going to get waved off. Offensive foul somewhere. That's another turnover for us. You know what, William? You're not exactly wrong there. One can argue they haven't drafted well either. Wemby doesn't factor into that, and Castle is to be determined. The rest, nothing to write home about. You're right. It hasn't... I mean, Wemby's the no-brainer. I think he's going to be fine. I think Castle's going to be a good draft pick. Vassell, to be determined. I like Devin. I don't know if he is him. Jalen Green pull-up is going to bounce around. No good. Rockets almost get another offensive board. We're going to have a jump ball instead as Keldon gets tied up with Aquaman. And they hug instead of fighting like Dylan Brooks being a dum-dum. The Joshua Primo pick was abysmal. Terrible. And I'm not just him whipping out his thingy. I think it was just a bad pick in general. He was way overdrafted. Should never have been drafted at 12th. That was a waste of a draft. For a team that's rebuilding, to have both players gone pretty much in 1 year, Primo and Wieskamp, that was a waste. It's like the draft never happened for us that year. Steven Adams should win this easily against Keldon. But he doesn't! Champagne will get the ball, whips it up to Wemby. I'm sorry, nope, that's Keldon for a long 3. In and out! Aquaman is on the Rockets, Veronica. We're down by 17. And the third quarter has not necessarily been our friend this year. Yankees still down 3-0. Oh boy, where's my quarter thingy? All right, let's put the half up. Game's not over, but oh my, what did I just hit? Game's not over. We need a run. Well, nobody's in right now, Nero, because we're in halftime. We're in halftime right now. Zubac and Powell are averaging 20 a game? Bondage Keldon. Keldon is wearing a lot of tape. He really is. Vassell has moments that suggest he's a seal, but also can't stay on the court. That's fair. His health has been a problem for quite a few years now. Dallas Cowboys not making it to the playoffs this year. I'm sorry. Ray, you're probably right. Spurs suck at drafting lately. We missed on a J-Dub for Sohan. I like Jeremy Sohan. I really hope he becomes a great starter for us. Luka Samanic was a bad pick. He was a terrible pick. In the old days, Brian Wright would have been fired right after the Primo thing. Carson, actually, no, we're going to go to halftime stats now, find out if he scored. That Biscuit Buddy coming in to troll me with the Go Dodgers. Thanks, buddy. Appreciate you. All my teams, I believe, are losing tonight. Correct me if I'm wrong. The Yankees are down. The Spurs are down. Oh, gosh. I just saw that Dwayne Wade statue. It is freaking ugly. It is ugly. Gosh. I just saw it from this perspective. It is dog poop. All right, for the Rockets, Jabari Smith Jr. with 8, Dylan Brooks with 5, Alperen Şengün with 9 and 9 on his way to a double-double, Fred VanVleet with 5 points and 8 assists, and Jalen Green, 8 of 10 from the field, 6 of 7 from beyond the arc. He has 24 points in only 16 minutes in the first half. He could go off for 40 or 50 tonight, depending on how much he plays and how much he shoots. We can't stop him at all. Off the bench, Eason with 4, and wow. Oh, no, misread that. I thought they said 9. 0 rebounds. 0 rebounds for Eason. Thompson with 5. Whitmore with 0. 0 for 4 from the floor and 0 for 4 from 3. So Whitmore having a rough night. Adams with 2. And Reed Shepherd played 3 minutes. I didn't even notice he was out there. He had 0 points. So Shepherd has cooled off from his summer league play and whatever he might have done in the preseason. For the Spurs, Champagnie really quiet tonight. 2 points on 1 of 4 shooting. Sohan with 10 points, 5 boards, and 3 assists and a block. Having a pretty solid night. Only 4 of 10 from the field, but nobody's really cooking for the Spurs. Harrison Barnes with 0. Nice on 0 for 2. Wemby only 2 of 4, only taking, very quiet and just reserved tonight. 5 points, 6 rebounds, does have 3 blocks, also has 3 turnovers. So turnovers an issue tonight. Chris Paul having his best offensive shooting game with the Spurs so far. 10 points on 4 of 5. Off the bench, Zach Collins has actually been pretty darn good. 9 points, hasn't missed a shot. 3 of 3 from the field, 1 of 1 from beyond the arc, 2 of 2 from the line. Keldon Johnson with 2, Brandon with 4, Wesley with 3, and Stephon Castle having a rough game. 0 points in 10 minutes, 3 turnovers. 13 turnovers total for the Spurs. The Rockets have 5. We have 13, almost triple the turnovers. We're on pace to get over 20. We're on pace to get 25 turnovers or more. That is going to need to change substantially in the second half, or we're going to get absolutely blown the you-know-what out. I hope that doesn't happen. I love our team. And for one thing, I hate calling blowouts in general, whether we're winning or losing. But I really hate calling the Spurs getting blown out. So come on, guys. Wake up in the third quarter. Pop, yell at them. Do something. What color is Sohan's hair? Like tan? Ish. RC and Brian Wright need to start spending money on free agency to build around Wemby. Why we need all these picks? Vanna King, we do have too many picks. We can't draft anybody. I think next year for Brian Wright's going to be the make or break. If he drafts poorly, or it might be 2 years, because if he drafts poorly, we're going to need 2 years to really see how it pans out. Cowboys only to beat the NFC East in the playoffs. Why can just run can't say? I don't know. I keep thinking they won't, but I don't know. Wemby's going to leave like Kawhi. Can't be in a small market while losing. I don't think the Spurs are going to keep losing like this, but if they do, that'd be more concern after year 3. If this is a losing season and I think it will be. I think it's going to be close to 500, hopefully. But if they're really bad this year and bad next year, yeah, I would have concerns. It's time to use Mamu. Yes, Riley Minnick, Sidney Sissoko, and Charles Bassey. I'm not sure Wemby will ever be the GOAT mainstream thinks he'll be. Good, no doubt, but being versatile is almost his curse. Do you know what? I mean, I don't like sitting there and saying he's going to be the greatest of all time. I may have joked on the channel. I honestly don't think he will be. I think his size is going to shorten his longevity, especially as he gets older. I think he's going to start missing time, just based on track record of other players his size. If that doesn't happen, that's great. But I see him having a 12 to 15-year career. I don't ever see him taking Jordan. Jordan's my GOAT. I've been very open on that. I think Michael Jordan's the greatest basketball player that's ever lived. I don't see Wemby getting to that point. And we've seen spurts where he's taking over games on both ends of the floor, but Jordan was just a different animal. The Yankees are killing me too, Jedi. I'm watching the Yankees right now. I have the game I have my main TV right here, and I brought my bedroom TV and I have it on the floor. And I see that we're down 3-0 right now. Mark Leader Jr. has just checked in for the Yankees. Pitching, that is. But yes, the Yankees are killing me. Start bench out. Oh, start bench cut. Robinson, Duncan, Wemby. Oh, come on. Start bench cut. I'm starting Tim Duncan. He's a 5-time champion. I'm benching David Robinson, former scoring champion, former MVP, a 2-time champion himself, former defensive player of the year, and I got to cut Wemby. I mean, I love Wemby, but he has not, aside of rookie of the year, hasn't had that level of success the other two guys have. So, I mean, I'm going to go with the tried and true, then over potential. Wouldn't you? The Spurs had the worst record in the West last year. We did. The games, yeah, that's why I would argue if people say, last season was a tank season, I'm like, then why do we win all the games at the end? That made zero sense to all of a sudden win games at the very end of the season when you're eliminated out of the playoffs, which all it does is hurt your draft position. I'm glad they won. I'm glad they were playing better. It was fun to call. So I don't think last year was a tank year. I don't know. I don't know. Wemby a Globetrotter? The Yankees aren't the Yankees. I think, the thing that hurts Wemby probably the most... Wow, 9-6 Steelers. I think Wemby's height is his biggest physical asset, but his biggest detriment. Because a lot of his turnovers happen because he's got one defender on him. And granted, it's team's double teaming, but it's because he's so tall, it's easy to get in there and just poke the ball out. Embrace the tank. To prove what's going on, it was not a tank season. I don't know why he only got 4 shots. Oh, were the Blazers worst? That's why they can guard him with guys like Brooks and Eason. That's true. Dylan Brooks has been guarding Wemby, which Dylan Brooks should not be able to guard Wemby. He shouldn't, but he's played him well at times. Jason says the Hawks will be better unless this season. Isn't that funny? They probably will be. Although I did see Trae Young had 10 turnovers last night in their loss. Wow. But overall, the Hawks, they probably will be better. They're also in the Eastern Conference. Let's not forget that. Washington is ahead. Detroit is ahead. Toronto's ahead. Let's go Spurs. I don't know about that. And yes, wake up Spurs and Yankees. Jedi, do you realize that all 3 of my teams have a chance at losing tonight? I believe they're all down. Aren't the Giants down? The Giants are playing on Monday Night Football. The Spurs are on right now against the Rockets, and the Yankees are down against the Dodgers. What the heck? Pedro, he is only 3 inches taller than David Robinson. One thing he's not is jacked. David Robinson, when he came in the NBA, was just built like a tall Hercules. He was just cut beyond belief. Wemby's only, 21? So he's still growing into his body. Maybe in 3 years he gets jacked too. But they're definitely different athletes. I mean, Robinson was just another, just something unique for his height. And he was extremely fast. Wemby doesn't have the speed David had. He just doesn't. I mean, Wemby's very gifted, but David could fly when he was younger and healthy. I would love Wemby to learn a hook shot. KD is 7 feet, doesn't get crazy turnovers. That's fair. That's fair. I don't know. Yes, he was Kenny. I think Dave would play very well if he played in today's era. D-Rob looked like he was cut from marble. He was jacked. He was. David did not have a three-point shot, but that wasn't a thing back then. It wasn't a thing. It definitely was not a thing for big men to be shooting threes. And even smaller guys weren't shooting threes when D-Rob played. Or at least not in his prime. Wemby needs a hook shot. Yeah, people are calling for the hook shot for Wemby. Prime David Robinson was incredible. I mean, the reason he hurt his back, I think, was for carrying the Spurs all those seasons. Wemby needs to get evil. Well, it's nice to see David Robinson get some praise in the chat. I like it. The jump shot kind of, I mean, because he shot left-handed, it just never looked right to me. But he was fun to watch. Oh, yeah, road trip. If center jet threes back then, they would have been laughed out of the league. Wemby is the GOAT. Now, I'm not telling you, you're clearly trolling. Because you're clearly trolling. The Spurs just put some systems in place to force Houston to switch for Wemby not to be guarded by Brooks. Yeah. D-Rob has hit a couple threes in his career, Lance. I think one year he shot like 35%. I'm going to put Q3 up on here. And I'm actually going to go over David Robinson's career. I think one year he hit, I want to say the year he scored 30 points a game, he hit maybe 18 threes. Kids, you bet on the Spurs? I don't gamble, so I mean, I don't know when to hold them or when to fold them. When to walk away or when to run, you never count your... Alright, I'll stop. David Robinson. Let's see, the year he scored 29.8 points per game, he shot .345, so he shot around 35% from 3. Okay. That was 93, 94. But how many did he take? Is it very, very limited? Oh, he was 10 of 29. He only took 29 threes. He was 10 of 29. That's not bad. And the next year he was 6 of 20, so he thought 30%. And the following year is 3 of 9. So David Robinson in 3 years, limited sample size, mind you, shot. Where is it not going to show me the stats? Shot about 33% from 3 over 3 years. Small sample size, but when he was taking some threes. Lifetime, he's only 25% shooter. He was 1 of 7 his second year, 1 of 8 his third year, 3 of 17 his fourth year, and then in his third year he shot around 35%, which back then for a big man, that's actually probably a lot of threes, wasn't it? Talking some D-Rob with the chat. I like it. I wish I could have called games when David, well, YouTube wasn't around when David was playing, but even I missed the whole Timmy era. Yeah, Barnes played, but didn't do anything while I was out there. Can you imagine Wemby with Robinson's arms? That's the goal eventually, that he gets some kind of size like that. It's halftime. My friend that does cheer will be performing. What? Do you have a friend performing at the arena? Laurie Markkinen, we would have to have given up way too much for Markkinen. It just wasn't going to happen. I hate reading those comments saying we need to tank. People want Cooper Flag. We cannot have a 60-loss season again. The team morale would be abysmal. Honestly. Oh, they're showing Timmy on the screen. All right, a little Timmy on the flashback. Robinson, most athletic center ever. He's up there. Easily top 5, maybe top 3. Robinson did have a 71-point game, William, to win the scoring title against Shaq in 93-94. Man, that's a young Timmy in this flashback. We have too many picks to tank. We shouldn't have to tank with all these picks. Cheers to our teams losing, or cheers to our teams being a dumpster fire. Oh my. Can Atlanta get us Cooper Flag? I don't. Well, are they like 2-1 right now? Prime Tim was S tier NBA history. Prime Dave was A tier NBA history. Prime Wemby to be determined. That's. I can't really make an argument on that. Third quarter underway. The Spurs better come out strong because we're down by 17. We cannot let this lead blow up to 20-something. Yeah, if Atlanta's good this year, then their draft pick is not going to matter, guys. We do have their pick next season. It is 100% unprotected. But if they finish as a playoff team, it's a pick in the 20s is not going to help as much. If we somehow got Cooper Flag, that would be something. Would Jeremy Sohan go to the bench? Kenny, I can imagine the starting lineup would be Wemby, Flag, Sohan, Vassell, and maybe Castle next year. Offensive foul on the Rockets. That's a turnover. Spurs ball. Oh, that 70-point game did get Shaq mad. There you go. Win, lose, or tie. Go Spurs, go until I die. Gosh, Detroit bringing that many vets? I like to see Wemby play a lot more above the rim, Pedro, than taking the long shots. It is Spurs ball. Champagne with the ball right now for the Spurs. Wemby getting tied up with Brooks a little bit. Wemby now with the ball at the elbow. Drops it out to CP3. Back over to Champagne. He's going to launch a three. Harrison Barnes with the rebound. 10 on the shot clock for the Spurs. Back to Barnes. He thinks about a three. He takes a three. He misses the three. Champagne with an offensive board. Champagne with a foul three from the corner. There we go. If we take enough shots, eventually one is going to go in. 62-48. Let's start a run. Let's get it to single digits and make this a game. Rockets 11 of 24 from three. The Spurs are 5 of 16. Fred VanVleet for three. No good. Wemby with the rebound. Wemby needs to get cooking offensively too. He's been rebounding and blocking shots well. Chris Paul to the paint. Gets by everybody. Who misses the layup at the rim. A beautiful move, but a terrible finish. And the finish is more important than how you get there. Yeah, said that right. Rockets ball 14 on the shot clock. Jabari Smith Jr. one-on-one with Champagnie. Crosses him over, pull-up J. That's a nice move. Nice move. Yes, go Spurs, go. Indeed. And it is the fourth inning, by the way, in that baseball game is breaking my heart. I'll be okay. So Mr. San Antonio is updating the inning. 64-48, down by 16. We need some stops and we need some buckets. Jalen Green, step back three. No good. And Wemby's going to eventually get the rebound. Hopefully he cools off. He was on fire the first half. Absolutely on fire. Sohan in the paint. And he's going to throw it down. Nice spin move, and Jeremy.
Thunder, thunder, thunder. Thunder, dunk of justice.
I mean, CP3 ain't going in there and dunking it. Brooks gets by Wemby, misses a shot. Ball's going to go out of bounds, and it'll stay with the Rockets. 10 free throws a game should be the average for Wemby. I'd be fine with that. And he's about an 80% shooter, so that's 8 points. Under wig of justice. Come on, Spurs, wake up. Get it into Şengün. Back to Green. Green. Pull up J. Off the rim, no good. That was an ugly shot. That was way off. Jalen Green cooling off a little bit. We need that. And now a foul down the other end. And fouls on Dylan Brooks. We need Trae Young? No. No, I'm going with Trae Young. I'm almost set. Not the droid we're looking for. I'm hoping Castle might not ever be what Trae Young is offensively. But hopefully be more efficient and definitely a better defender. Chris Paul misses the pull-up J. And a steal by Champagnie. Spurs starting to hustle a little more. Sliding with the ball in the paint. Gets stripped and go out of bounds. Rockets ball. Dang it. Oh yeah, Juan Nunez. We still have Juan Nunez overseas. That rolled down Jeremy's leg, so it looked like it was off the Spurs. 64-50. Come on, San Antonio. Şengün drives in the paint. Spins around. Little hook over Wemby off the glass. Good. Nice job. $66-50. We keep saying it. We need to cut the lead, but come on, man. Speaking of leads, Yankees down 3-0 in the fourth inning. It's the top of the fourth right now. Wemby one-on-one with Brooks. Just a long... an alley-up to Sohan! And Jeremy throws it down with two hands hard.
Thunder, thunder, thunder. Thunder, dunk of justice.
All right. Jeremy finishing at the rim much better than the last year. Şengün with an ugly off-balance shot. No good. Spurs ball. Come on. Keep scoring and keep defending. Keep scoring and defending. Jeremy with the ball. Starts to drive. Spins around. Gets into the paint. Spins around again. A little... wow, Jeremy with some moves in the paint. I didn't know he had those moves. All right. All right, Jeremy Sohan. 12-point game. Okay. Jeremy taking over the third quarter a little bit. He's not expected to be an offensive powerhouse for our team, but what if he can bring some offense? He's got 16 points right now. Hell, yes. If he's not an offensive liability at all on that side of the court, then great. We know he's a versatile defender. I like what I'm seeing at Jeremy Sohan tonight. Keep it going, Jeremy. Keep it going. Get us back. Somebody get us back in the game. F. Houston. Sohan, most improved player? Too early for that, but I certainly would love to see him be it. Extra smooth, dude. Jeremy is hooping so far this year. Duncan would be proud of those post moves. You're right, Angel. Sohan going off on layups in the middle. Jalen Green can't miss three-pointers. Welcome to 2000, I guess. Green is cooled off so far in the third quarter. Dodgers got a man on third with no outs. Was that a trip? Oh, they got a man on first and third with no outs. Oh, my God. Blake Wesley's not developed like the way I would have liked. And 810 Jabo, yeah, we're going to use a little more out of Harrison Barnes than 0. Kokoshibo, his finishing at the rim is much better than last year. Much better. He's dunking more. He's making close shots. Last year, he was breaking everything a lot. Tax Brazilian Ghostbusters, go to you. You don't mess with the Sohan. You don't mess with the headband. Yeah. Can Steelers continue the soccer game? That game sounds like it sucks to watch, Andy. It's just a field goal fest. I do not get hyped watching the Hype Squad. Well, really, Pedro? That's a bummer. How many points does have right now? 810? Who? Nero? A little bit. Monday Night Football garbage? Yeah. Absolutely. I can't argue that point. I'm a Giants fan. We're terrible to watch. Our offense is abysmal. I don't think they've scored a touchdown at home yet. I don't remember if this is in Pittsburgh or New York, but the Giants stink, and they're not fun to watch. At all. Carlos Delfino, no. Right, Joshua? Just do what Jeremy's doing. Get in there by the rim. Threebeard says, just remember, the Rockets are not a good team either. They can blow a lead too. Facts. What were they, the 10th or 11th seed last season? I think it was 11th. Sohan with 16 points on 7 of 13 shooting with 5 boards and 3 assists, having himself a nice little game so far. Dylan Brooks with the ball, 4 on the shot clock, and again to the paint. Tough layup, no good. And a foul. Let's put the 7-foot player at the perimeter and Sohan in the paint. Thank you, Pedro. Appreciate it. I try to hopefully give an entertaining play-by-play reaction, whatever you want to call it. Have fun with the chat. Dylan Brooks is at the line for 2. 67-54. Brooks looking like Chauncey Billups. Put Barnes on the bench, line Sandro start. I don't see Mama Kellis really starting anytime soon. He's not even playing. When Vassell comes back, I wouldn't be opposed to Harrison Barnes going to the bench in that regard and having Champagny and Sohan as our starting forwards. It is Spurs ball. Wemby with it right now. He's going to take a mile-long 3. Way short. Offensive rebound goes back out to him. He'll drive in the paint. Gets it to Sohan. Sohan with the reverse layup. That's why I want to see Wemby drive more in the paint or get near the paint. Even if he can't score, somebody's going to sag off of somebody, and somebody's going to be open. In this case, it was Jeremy Sohan, and that's a turnover. Oh, kickball in the Spurs. Kickball. My bad. Whoa, Jay. Hey, come on now. Let's not have that in here. Let's come on. Come on now. Rockets ball up by 12. Still trying to get that lead to single digits, the elusive single digits. Van Fleet back to Şengün. Şengün's going to back up Jeremy Sohan and now take a very ugly off-balance jumper with the shot clock expiring. Sohan with the rebound on the miss. We'll get it over to Wemby. Wemby against Brooks. Back to Jeremy, back to Wemby. Wemby with another. He was trying another alley-oop, and that pass was way off. That's another turnover for the Spurs. Smith Jr. down the other end. Foul, and that's going to be 2 more free throws for the Rockets. Foul on Champagnie. Wemby had 4 or 5 turnovers tonight. That was a block that was a clean block. How's that a foul? That was a clean block from Champagnie behind. Thank you, Medicare guys. That was a clean block. Unless the foul was on somebody else, Champagnie looked like he had a good clean defensive play. The Rockets just 69 this. That was a terrible pass to Sohan. It was way too low. Was it a travel, Andy? I didn't see that, but it didn't look like a foul. Or at least not on Champagnie. If it was on somebody else, I don't remember who else was there. Was it Barnes? If there was a foul there, then maybe. I don't know. I didn't see it on Champagnie. I didn't see what happened with Shaq on that. Trey Jones is out with a sprained ankle. He's out for about 2 weeks. Second free throw is good. Back to 14, and we just hovering in the teens here. I like Vinny D. Wasn't a great player, but I liked Vinny back in the day. Chris Paul looking to drive. Nope. Gets stopped. CP3 gets it over to Barnes. Barnes, he'll start to drive, gets into the paint, spins around, and he's going to get fouled, and he'll go to the line for 2. Frustrating game tonight for sure. All the games for my teams are frustrating. I'm going to pull up the Giants game and see what that score is. Freaking Giants are horrible. This Yankees game is terrible. Giants are down 9-6. It's in Pittsburgh. What a boring ASS game. All field goals. Who would be our next coach? Me? Baby Coyote? You think he'd be a good coach? I do. Boop. Made them both. 70-58. Let's get a stop and get it to 10 and get it to single digits. Yeah, Wemby's not having his best offensive game at all. Spurs are 9 of 11 from the line. The Rockets 11 of 13. So pretty much overall even. Reach and foul. I think that's on Wemby. Kellen's been slow tonight too. B-ball, actually that was on Sohan. B-ball, I'd like to see him do a lot more work in the paint. I've been saying that since he become a Spur. When I just see him walk up the court and chuck those threes 3, 4, 5 feet behind the arc, why? They do occasionally go in, but he's not a high percentage three-point shooter. He's a high volume, but not a high percentage. Fred VanVleet to Şengün in the paint. That may have been partially blocked. Rockets still have the ball. Back to Şengün. They'll get it out to an open, ease and out for 3. Back to 15. Oh, boy. Another turnover. Chris Paul with a bad pass in the paint. Fast break. Jalen Green's going to throw it down. Rockets earn the bonus, by the way. Trade Wemby and Barnes. Trade Wemby? They preach you love in the stream, but no, they're not trading Wemby anytime soon. Everybody's turning the ball over. It's back to 16. Oh, they have one less point. One less point. So maybe a 3 was changed to a 2 at some point, but it's 74-58. The game's not over, but man, it's not feeling like we come back and we keep playing like this. You know what? Being at 23, it is looking a little like last year. I hate to say it. Barnes worse than Bronny. No, Bronny's a G leaguer. Where he should be. He needs to learn and craft his game. Right? At least shoot like Aldridge mid-range, yeah. New York Giants equalized the soccer game. They scored another field goal. It's 9-9. Good grief. No, Joshua, not what I expected either. I didn't expect him to come out averaging 30 points a game and 15 boards and 5 blocks, but yeah, maybe there's some rust there. Maybe it's the new lineup. I don't know. I think we're going to start seeing a lot of, even though it's early, the Spurs lose tonight, they'll drop to 1-2, and I think these Pop Should Retire comments are going to be flying on Twitters left and right. Barnes sucks. Do we have 16 turnovers already, Jacob? Barnes has 1 point. 1 point. That's Sasha. 1. That's 1 more than me. Nah, Connor's actually someone's been playing good. Someone's been playing good tonight. I give credit where credit's due. He's been playing good. B-ball in that 22 feels like last season. And we brought in vets. We brought in one ancient vet, and hey, listen. We didn't have to give up anything for Chris Paul. We didn't have to give up anything for Harrison Barnes. We just took on their contracts. Maybe not my favorite moves, but they were at least moves. It's very early in the season. Yeah, Wemby 5 points, Tracy. He's quiet tonight. Oh, Barnes has 2. Oh, my bad. Starting to think the Spurs think a turnover is a positive stat. Bobby, B-Ball, and everybody. It's tough with Pop because you have a lot of different mindsets when it comes to him. You have the Spurs fans that say he's untouchable no matter what because of what he has done for us. And I understand that, but at some point the game passes everybody by. Bill Belichick, one of the greatest NFL coaches of all time. Granted, he had Tom Brady for all that, but still, eventually was asked, was out of New England. Couldn't win anymore. Couldn't win without Brady. And Pop is a great coach, but maybe Pop's like Belichick in a way. Belichick couldn't win without Brady. Has Pop won without Timmy or the Pig 3 in general? Granted, we have not had great teams out there. I'm not going to sit here and act like we've put out great teams on the court. But, I don't know, the Spurs are in a tough spot. Especially right now, down by 18. If they keep losing at 1 point, do you say the coach is the issue? Someone with a jump ball in the paint, no good, gets his own miss. 10 on the shot clock. Jeremy out to Kellen for a 3. No good. Sohan with another offensive rebound. Jeremy will drive in the paint. Out to Wesley. Wesley will take off in the paint. And will almost turn the ball over. Back to Sohan. Sohan's going to drive. Little jump hook. Short. Sohan's going to poke the ball out to Wesley. Another offensive board for the Spurs. Just can't make a damn shot. Anybody. Somebody. Coyote. Harrison Barnes out to Collins. Collins going to look down for the corner 3. Nope. Another offensive rebound. This one by Sohan. And he misses at the rim. What the hell? He can't make a shot. Sean Elliott just confirmed. They took 6 shots on that offensive possession. They missed 6 shots there with all those offensive rebounds. Couldn't get one in. Kellen for 3. Back rim, no good. Collins on offensive board. We're rebounding like crazy. We can't get the ball in the hoop. Finally a foul by Thompson. Wow, that was ugly. Sorry, I can't believe we just missed all those shots, and we're down by 20. I think Aaron Judge just struck out again. I don't know. He sucks in the postseason. Blake Wesley flies in the paint, misses a shot, going to get fouled and go to the line for 2. Jalen Green looks great, TJ. He does. Honestly, I think Pop is still coaching. His wife passed away, 4 or 5 years ago? This is what keeps him busy now. Oh no, we are a mess tonight. And this is probably going to be the season. Jekyll and Hyde. We were awful against the Mavericks. We beat the Rockets, and granted, we had some awfulness mixed in there when we gave up a 23-point lead, but they did win. And then tonight, we're back to Hyde. Hyde, Jekyll, Hyde. Are we going to be just back and forth like that all year? Probably. Which is why I think we'll win 35 to 40 games. I think we're going to win a lot of games we probably shouldn't. And then we're going to have games like this where we just don't show up. It is only a third game, but yes, we do need a spark. I can't wait for Demisell to come back. Drive by Ethan, no good. Foul going in line for 2. All right, Kokoshiba, good night, man. Umberto, no, it's not looking good. I mean, we're down by 19. That's going to take a miracle. Castle, Kelling, and Wesling backing together. Are they? Yeah, they are. Good night, Toby. Hey, if you guys have not hit the thumbs up heading out, please do so. It does so up the channel. I'm going to stay here to the end or close to the end. If we're getting blown out with like 5 minutes left, then I'm just going to turn the Giants game on and watch the rest of the Yankees game. The Rockets can blow this lead. Let's not forget about this. Coaches don't win games without having great players. They don't. But isn't it the coaches and the team's job to develop their players into great players? I mean, look at my New York Giants. They won with Eli Manning at quarterback. I love Eli, but he's not. He was a great quarterback in the playoff runs. I don't know. We can point at. I mean, whose fault is the Spurs have been bad for so long? Is it Pop? Is it Brian Wright? Is it both? Is it just our time to suck after having so many years of success? And we're just, as fans, we want the rebuild to be done quicker than is possible. I don't know. I mean, I was shocked that we only won we lost 16 games last year. We went 22-60 with Kellen and the guy. When he comes in, you got to think we're going to be at least a little better. I didn't expect a David Robinson type turnaround, or definitely not a Tim Duncan turnaround, because when Timmy came, Robinson came back from injury. Was not expecting those type of turnarounds, but I was expecting some kind of improvement on our win-loss record. No, we were 22-60 again. Did I expect a miracle, us to be a playoff team this year? Absolutely not. But I thought this really bad basketball that we're seeing tonight was the turnovers. The biggest, it's the turnovers. The millions of turnovers we've seen in the preseason, and we're seeing it in the regular season. Why hasn't that stopped? That's one thing. Who's responsible for that? Why is that still a major issue with this team? Jeremy gets fouled going on line for 2. Yes, David, it is a baseball jersey. It's actually a Star Wars Dark Side jersey, but I don't have a Yankees jersey, and I wanted to wear pinstripes while they're playing. So I'm representing all 3 of my teams, Giants, Yankees, and Spurs. And it's the end of the 4th as the Yankee runner, who just got thrown out at home plate. They suck. All my teams suck tonight. All of them. Unbelievable. Jeremy makes them both. If the Yankees lose tonight, it's pretty much over. They're only down 3-0. But, man, Aaron Judge needs to stop being awful in the postseason. Rockets ball, 17-point game. Can we get it to 10? And a turnover by Thompson. That may have been a block shot. Somebody's going to sprint up the court. Both teams are in the bonus. 2.5 minutes to go. Let's get it to 10. Get it to 10. Get it to 10. Castle pull-up jumper in the paint. Good! Come on! Somebody bring some fire tonight! Humberto, I'm tired of losing too. 100%. A lot, you know what, Tony? A lot of Spurs fans are saying we should have used that 8th pick instead of trading it. I don't totally disagree. Fred VanVleet would have pulled up 3. Blake Wesley right in his face. Didn't matter. Drains the 3. 2 minutes to go. Wesley was open for 3. He didn't want any of that. Kelly drives in the paint. Layup good. You bet on Kellen to have under. Hans will kick it out. 4 on the shot clock. Pull up J is good by Whitmore. I just heard the Spurs announcer say it. I forgot the kid's name. That's not Sean Elliott. Everything's going in for Houston, and it really is. Even when we make a defensive play and the right play, they're still making their shots. Kellen spins around the paint. Tough pull up J, no good. Gets his own miss. Put back. Good and 1. Of the 8th pick, I think what really screwed us up, and I've said this before, I think the Spurs wanted Tijon Saloon at 8. And when the Hornets took him at 6, they decided that we're not going to use the pick. That kid for the Lakers is shooting well with the white guy. Crap. Who's it? Was it Dalton Connect? Is that who's with the Lakers? Isn't he shooting well and we need shooting on the team? It is Dalton Connect. I mean, would he have been a bad choice for us? Or maybe we could have traded down? Keldon missed a free throw. The Spurs get the ball back. Brandon for 3. Come on. Yes! 13-point game. Let's keep building here. Come on, build on this at the end. Get it to 10. Get it to 10. Get it to 10. Is that Brandon's first 3 of the regular season? Fred VanVleet way out on 3-point land, guarded by Keldon. Don't really like that matchup, but it is what it is. 7 on the shot clock. VanVleet's going to start to drive. Step back 3. Off the rim, no good. Ackerman with the putback. No defensive rebound for the Spurs. Castle's going to sprint up the court. Gets it to Branham. Branham's going to take another 3. All right! Malachi finally waking up from 3-point land. 12-point game. Little fire coming now from the Spurs. Finally, they're waking up. There's about a 7 clock differential between the shot clock and game clock. The Spurs should. VanVleet's going to start to drive. Running around. Tough turnaround, Jay. Off the rim, no good. And a fight for the rebound. And we're going to finally have a whistle. It's going to be a jump ball, I think. No, Wemmy's back in. He's not injured, Trey. Wemmy's back in. He's right there. If you look on the right of the screen, those are the players on the court at the moment. All right, well, it's not over yet. We're down by 12. Hoping to get it to single digits. I'll take, if we can go in the fourth quarter down by 12, we can still come back. Mr. David. Keldon versus VanVleet on the jump ball. Keldon should have won this easily, but there's only about 1.5 seconds left on the clock. I meant Wemby, Kashmir. I know what he meant. Wemby's in there. He's having an off night, so hopefully he can step up huge in the fourth quarter. We need him to get some offense going, not chucking threes, getting in the paint, finishing. They're showing the throw it at home again. Yay. And even if we win this jump ball, there's so little time. Keldon VanVleet. That sounded weird. Spurs win it, and we're not going to get a shot off. All right, well, we'll go into the fourth down by 12. Not great, but not bad. Saloon had 0 points in 8 minutes. Oof. How is he playing with Charlotte? Is he playing like that? 0 every night? I have not been following him at all. Spurs don't play well until after the rodeo. That's a proven fact. Well, for all those teams that won 60 games or more, we definitely played well before that. Fourth quarter on the way. I'm not giving up on our team yet. There's still plenty of time. We got a run in us. We have a run in us. We just kind of got the momentum a little bit here at the end of the third. Let's keep it going into the fourth. I don't think Pop would hold Wemby back. I don't see why he would. And Wemby doesn't seem like that kind of player that would accept being held back. Julian hasn't played terrific, so I don't know. Maybe not. I mean, it's been terrible. It's been average. Who knows? These lineups tonight got me scratching my head, so we'll see what Pop does. Wemby or Chet? Yeah, honestly, it's a little hard to tell. I think Wemmy's going to have the higher ceiling, but we don't know how good Chet's going to be because he's not the main guy on the Thunder. It's going to be SGA. I would say Wemby, but who the hell knows in 5 years? Hopefully Wemby. That's my guy. At least my Giants are tied. Yeah, I mean, it's a field goal fest. It's an absolute field goal fest. Yeah, there you go, Chenby. Castle has not done anything tonight, Joshua. He's been very quiet. Castle has 2 points. He's been extremely quiet tonight. Hopefully it changes in the fourth quarter. Keldon Van Fleet sounds like a good... Yeah, when I said that, I realized, I'm like, that sounds like a person's name. I mean, Julian for a 3-point and Jabari for 4 rebounds, and I hit all picks. Nice, Complex. When Demisel comes back, we will be better. We will. Chet is leading the league in blocks and rebounds, but he also played 4 games already. Those numbers will probably come down, though. I saw he had a couple of huge games. If he keeps that going, then, heck, I'll admit when I'm wrong. HXC Matt, Trey Jones is out tonight, and Demisel's out tonight. I don't know who's out for the Rockets. I think they're full strength. Their main rotation's played, so I don't know about that. But for us, we're down 2 guys. We're down by 12, but we were down by as much as 20 at one point. Yeah, Castle's defense has been there, but his offense has been very quiet. Wesley's going to drive baseline and throws it down! Right by Şengün! What the what? Blake Wesley, where's that been all night?
Thunder dunk of justice.
Wesley showing the burst. Absolutely blows by Şengün with no surprise. I mean, he will beat him every day in a speed matchup. Blake Wesley's one of the fastest players in the NBA. A kickball. Why do you think he's out there playing soccer? Fred VanVleet goes to throw a pass, and Wemby takes his big old foot and just boots it into the stands. Yeah, Wemby with 5 points. He needs a big fourth quarter. Yeah, Wesley they just showed the replay. Absolutely zipped right by Şengün. Şengün had no chance. Green takes it into the paint. Maybe partially blocked by Wemby. Getting knocked out of bounds. Back to the Rockets. I think every time we get a block shot, we're knocking it out of bounds, and it's staying with Houston. Right, get the rebound. Rockets ball. Fred VanVleet from the elbow, going to back to Şengün, back to VanVleet, back to Şengün. Little hot potato. Şengün backing Wemby up, A little jumper is no good, and a foul. My eyes are a little dry, my apologies, so I'm going to throw some rewinding drops in. I do wear contacts. Oh, nice job by Sean Elliott mentioning the hook by Şengün pushing Wemby back. No offensive foul, ends up getting the defensive foul at the line for 2. And the ball don't lie, that one's no good. We have 250 thumbs up. By the way, I haven't looked at in a while. We're about 10. Oh, no, we did get 100. We got 250. Thank you, guys. Made 1. All right. It's a weird lineup, but it is what it is. But somebody's got to step up. Castle the ball way out 3-point land. 6 on the shot clock. Gets it to Wemby. Wemby over to Branham. Branham with a 3. Malachi Branham! Sweet Malachi. Bum, bum, bum. Prove me wrong, Malachi. I was saying you might not be here the start of the season from playing poor in the preseason. Please continue to prove me wrong. Jalen Green for 3. No good. And Wemby will finally get the rebound and gets fouled by Şengün. 8-point game, Spurs fans. We coming back, baby. Come on. Come on! The Rockets have come back against us. Why can't we come back against them? Let's go. Come on. Crowd is finally waking up and getting into it. Some Go Spurs Go chants. And another foul on the Rockets. Score right now is 88-80. The Spurs were down by, 21 point? Old School Planet, good evening. By the way, if anybody's new to the channel, obviously I'm a huge San Antonio Spurs fan, also a Yankees fan and Giants fan. But if you're looking for an awesome San Antonio Spurs community to hang out with, I think we have one here. We're all about the Spurs. all about just having fun, talking about the team in the live streams, in the videos, whatever it may be. Wesley misses in the paint, gets his own miss, throws up an air ball. It's Rockets ball. Heaton drives in the paint, will pass it out. Şengün thinks about a three, pulls it down, drives in the paint, knocks Wemby over. Offensive foul. Absolutely just ran into Wemby's chest. Şengün with the foul. He doesn't like it. Well, too bad, buddy. Yeah, he just ran into him. Plenty of time for a comeback. Come on, Chuck Norris these Rockets. Come on, man. Chuck Norris. You know, if this team can come back and win, Şengün has 5 fouls. They can come back and win this. This would be something huge for our guys to build on. To be losing all game and then fight, and come back. I would love to see that tonight. Wemby with the ball in the paint. Little jumper off the glass. Good. 6-point game. Mark, I didn't even watch the halftime show. I was talking to the chat and had the Yankees on, so I don't even remember what the halftime show was. 88-82, and the Spurs were down by 20. And just like the Rockets came back on Saturday night, the Spurs have fought back tonight. Jalen Green pull-up jumper, no good. Kellen with the rebound. Green has gone cold in the second half. He cooked us for 24 in the first. Nothing dropping in the second. Wemby with a bullet pass to Malachi in the paint, and off the glass, it's good. The Rocks are calling a timeout. Spurs down by 4. Booyah! Come on, let's go, Spurs fans. Sean Elliott just called it a complete reversal of Saturday night where the Spurs were up huge and the Rockets came back and made it a game. The Rockets were up huge in this one and the Spurs came back and made a game. And credit to Malachi Branham having his short season. We're only 3 games in, but playing infinitely better than he did in the preseason. A great comeback. A great comeback so far. It's not over yet. Still down by 4, but a lot of time on the clock. And I like the fight. Yeah, no Chris Paul. Castle's out there. That's a good point. Angie, I don't remember you saying that, but I believe you. I believe that you said that, and here we are. Booyah. Robert, I do love loved NBA Jam, so I have used He's Heating Up, He's on Fire, Boom Shakalaka. Yes, I've used those. So what is our lineup right now? Julian Champagnie, Victor Wembanyama, Keldon Johnson, Malachi Branham, Stephon Castle. And we got 3 guys that can defend out there. 1 guy that can drive and 1 guy that should be a 3-level scorer with Branham. Spurs win this. A lot of apologies are going to be needed made to Pops because there was a lot of people saying Pops retire in the chat. I've stood by that. If the Spurs lose 60 games again this year, might want to reconsider it. I don't think they're going to lose 60 on that. I can't go through another 60-loss season. Branham's, you know what? I was very critical of Malachi's preseason, and I'll be very happy if he proves me wrong. I love being proved wrong when I say a player ain't got it. We should have 300 likes. I'd be happy for 200. I'll take 200. Are we close to 200? We're at 172. We can get to 200 thumbs up before the night's over. I think so. If you're not sure how to do it, Pop is going to show you right now. By the way, the thumbs up is the official sponsor for this channel because I hate sponsorships, don't want to do them. I want this to just stay a fun sports channel that's all about the community, not about the business. So if you're new here, that's what we're about here. Did Malachi grow an inch? An inch is a lot. Devasel is out for the moment. Getting real chicken? Is that how that reads? Oh, momentum is 100% on our side. No, Joshua, I can't, but you know what? I like the comeback. I got to get excited because I'm watching the Yankees down. It's in the 6th inning. My apologies. I'm obviously excited about the Spurs comeback. They have a whistle. Malcolm Branham has 15 points on 5 of 6 shooting. Veronica, how about this comeback? I've been watching basketball for 35 years. The preseason, some players, it carries over, some doesn't. It's a hit and miss. The reason I put stock in the preseason with guys playing poorly is because we have so many young guys on the team. If somebody's looking kind of poo-poo, I don't know if I want to put them out there during the regular season, but some guys turn it on, some guys, it's a hit and miss. Castle gets loose in the paint. That may have been blocked. He missed a short jumper in the paint. Rockets ball. Dylan Brooks for 3. No good. Wemby with the rebound. And Wemby will bring it up for the Spurs. Drops it off to Castle. How about Pop trusting in Castle out there? His offense has been not the best tonight, but his defense has been on point. Castle drives the paint. Well, as soon as I say it, gets in there and gets a layup. 2-point game. 47 years, Andrew. Nice. That's a long time, Angie. 8 minutes to go. Keith, good evening to you. Jalen Green drives. Tough shot and one. That was a nice drive by Castle and a tough shot in the previous play. Castle is... So the preseason showed us, you guys talk about preseason. Preseason showed us that Castle's ready to go. So, it's I don't know, it's a tough evaluation tool. Champagny looked great in the preseason, and that carried over into the regular season for the most part. So, I don't know. Branham gets it to Wemby. Wemby in the paint. Whips it out to wide open Kelvin. In and out. The three-pointer. In and out burger. Oh, man, the Dodgers are going to score again. Jeez. Jan Reed out to Brent Van Fleet. 4 on the shot clock, guarded by Julian Champagny. Van Fleet gets into the paint. No good. Wemby with the rebound. And then he gets fouled. Thank you, Keith. He says, everyone give TSR a thumbs up. Johnson did miss a big 3, man. You guys be right. We needed that 3 to go, and it went in and came right back out. Only a 5-point game, though. We were down by 20 at one point. Joshua, I wouldn't be opposed to that. If the Yankees the Yankees lose the World Series, I'm totally fine with Boone going. Cashman, get the heck out of there, too. And another foul on the Rockets. We're going to be in the bonus here shortly. Dang. All right, Angie, that's awesome. Alex, good evening to you. Wemby with 12 rebounds. He's just not scoring tonight. 2 more likes to get to 200. Let's go. All right. Thank you, guys. Appreciate you. This game was trash in the first half for the Spurs, but I'm glad to see our guys fighting tonight. Brandon for 3. No good. They can't hit them all. Rockets with 4 fouls. The Spurs with 3 under 7 minutes to go. Thompson with a drive. No good. Wemby with another rebound. So at least he's rebounding tonight. He's been disruptive in the paint as his offense isn't clicking yet. Wemby's going to take a mile-long 3. What are you doing, Wemby? What? Why? That was what you're... Look, bro, I love you, but you're not Steph Curry. You're not. I don't like that shot at all. Just throwing it out there. Jalen Green's going to get fouled. Wemby was thinking he was Curry Veronica. That was 6, 7, maybe 8 feet beyond the arc. That was way, way, way too far away. He can hit them, but when you're down by 5, not the time to be firing those off. Thank you, Gilo. Appreciate it. Thank you all for hitting the thumbs up tonight. It is Rockets ball. Still only a 5-point game. They led by as much as 21. Green misses another shot. Şengün catches a miss, drives, and gets blocked. I think it's blocked by Champagny. Spurs on the run. And they turn the out on the Rockets. Out on the Rockets, Spurs ball. Wemby showing, yeah, Veronica, I know what you mean. Academic guy, good evening. Yes, it is kind of like rolling the dice. We have a timeout. Spurs are down by 5. They were down by 21, and Champagny playing some D. Let's go. HXC, I don't know how many threes he shot. Maybe like 5 or 6. I don't know. Maybe 4. I hate it when he runs up the court and stops and pops the three-pointer that's way, way, way beyond the arc. But you know what? Wemby going to do Wemby things. I mean, live by the Wemby, die by the Wemby, right? Let me see how he's shooting tonight. Because I don't want to be too critical of him if he's actually not playing, if he's actually shooting well. Man, every time I see that Dwayne Wade statue, just, ugh. What were they thinking in Miami? Victor Wembanyama's, all right, he's only taken 3. He's 3 of 8 from the field, over 3 from the arc. He's got 15 boards, 4 assists, and 4 blocks. Negative, he's got 4 turnovers, and he's only 3 of 8 from the field, so not shooting much. Our leading scorer is Jeremy Sohan with 20. He's 8 of 17 from the field. A weird game, a weird second half. The Spurs looked like they were done. People were calling it a night. And now here we are, only down by 5. So a great game. Appreciate you guys hanging out. If you're new to the channel, my name is Rich. I've been a Spurs fan for about 35 years. Also a Giants fan and Yankees fan. So yes, all my teams are going right now. Oddly enough, I got the Yankees game. Actually, we're at a commercial. Here's what I'm doing. We got the Yankees game down there. We got the Spurs game right there. I can't miss the Yankees in the World Series. That's why I got that right there. I'll have the Giants on after the Spurs game's done, but I've been a Spurs fan for a long time, so if you're looking for a place to hang out with, Spurs fans like myself, a great Spurs community, we've been here 5 years and have covered the Spurs during the entire time of losing. So we're certainly diehards here. We'd love to have you join the community. You know where the subscribe button is, and go Spurs go. As a matter of fact, let's do it the right way. They did do D-Wade dirty. I need another TV. Why do I root for the New York Giants? All right, so I grew up in Massachusetts. I'm currently residing in Connecticut. Grew up in a New York household, so New York Yankees, New York Giants. Nobody followed basketball. Discovered Mr. Robinson. Became a Spurs fan. Rest is history. A statue maker was a Mavs fan. I'd be up for a Timmy statue as long as they do it right. Zeitz Marks, Go Spurs go to you, and Go Spurs go to everybody in the chat. In fact, we'll give one more good luck boop. You guys know this guy. That's a baby coyote. Boop. David Robinson. Jay, shout out Malabo. Thank you for being here. Hopefully I said that right. All right, Rockets ball. Jalen Green, step back 3. In and out and in. Oh. That one hurt. 8-point game. Yeah, right, Joshua. Brandon Drow, good evening to you. Jalen Green now at 32 points, 7-11 from beyond the arc. Champagny for a quick 3 down the under. It's an air ball. Oh, man. Champagny was a complete brick. 94-86, 5:18 to go in the game. If you see me looking down, I'm watching the Dodgers up 4-0 on the Yankees, which is why we have that right there. Jalen Green, near the elbow, pull up Jay. No good. And Harrison Barnes with the rebound. Wemby getting a quick breather. I expect him to be back around. No, actually, he's in there. Never mind. I thought he was going to take a breather. He's still in there. Never mind. Stand corrected. Spurs are in the bonus. Rockets are in the bonus, so every defensive foul will be a couple of free throws. Wemby way out in three-point land. Starts to drive. Step back 3. Thank the heavens he made a 3. Hopefully he can heat up in the last 4.5 minutes. 94-89, back to a 5-point game. Wemby with a double-double now, 10 points and 15 boards. Jalen Green with the ball. He has been cooking all night. Guarded by Champagnie. Green back to Fred VanVleet. 7 on the shot clock for the Rockets. VanVleet looking to get into Şengün. Şengün has 5 fouls. Out to an open Green for 3. No good. Wemby with another board. That's number 16. Spurs ball. Mr. Fourth quarter, I hope so. Champagnie to Sohan. Sohan spins around in the paint. Little jump hook. No good! Oh, right there. Oh. The opportunities are right there, and we're snatching defeat from the jaws of victory. Rockets timeout. So close, but not amazing. He's been better around the rim, but just better around the rim a lot. But man, dunk that thing. Isn't he like 6'8"? Just jump straight up and dunk it, right? Am I missing something? You're 6'8", which means you probably can reach something that's what, about 8'4", 8'5". So you just need a 2-foot vertical, which I'm sure he has. No problem. Just jump up and throw it down. You're a young basketball player. Come on. Barnes, I don't think Barnes is doing anything today, Brian. I've said very little about Barnes today. 3:48, 5-minute game. Interesting, they're showing Chandra Mamakhelishvili on the screen for a moment from the Thunder game, which... Oh, we played the Thunder Wednesday. Ooh, Chet Holmgren versus Wemby Wednesday night. Obviously, we'll be live for that. We're going to try to be live for every Spurs game this season. I hope we can do it. What's up, Odyssey? Good evening. When the game is tight, you see the real Sohan. Oh, Joshua, ouch. CP3. No, he hasn't played in the fourth quarter, Adriel. I don't think he's played 1 minute in the fourth quarter. Steelers run back a punt for 73 yards. Giants down 16-9. Ouch. Chris Paul is checked back into the game. So it's going to be Sohan, Barnes, Wemby, Paul, and Calvin? All right. Not the lineup I expected. Hopefully the lineup we needed. See if our team can close this one out. They were down by 21. They've fought back to 5. 6 on the shot clock. VanVleet in the paint. Gets to the Şengün. Şengün misses the baby jumper. Wemby with another board. That's 17, I think. Can he get to 20 boards tonight? Victor with the ball. Way out in three-point lane. Guarded by Brooks. I don't like Brooks. And now a whistle. Reach in. That's 2 free throws for the Spurs. Wait, offense. Timeout? I think that was a foul on the Rockets. We have a timeout. You know, I don't know where Chetty Osman went penalty. I have no idea. Is Chetty Osman still in the NBA? I really have no idea. Champagne, messed up your parlay. Vinny Canady, good evening to you. Yes, we are in the bonus, so that's going to be 2 free throws for Wemby. What's up, Vixo? Thank you for stopping in. Good to see you as well. Militano saying 300 likes. Come on. I don't know if we'll get to 300, but I think we got to 200, right? I think we got to 200. We got to 228. We have a lot of people watching. Can we get to 250 thumbs up? I've said it before. I'll say it again. The sponsorship for this channel is your thumbs up. That's all we'll ask for. And if you're a Spurs fan or just a fan of the channel, obviously subscribe if you're having fun hanging out or enjoying the play-by-play or enjoying the community, the chat, whatever. But the thumbs up generally is your sponsor. That's all I'm going to ask for you. We want to keep this a sports-driven, fun community, not a business. If I ever turn to this business, I'll stop doing YouTube immediately. Master Slip from the Philippines, thank you for stopping in. Chetty. Whoops. That was a Freudian slip. Plays for... Oh, it's in the EuroLeague. Wow, he didn't make it in the NBA. All right, Biscuit Buddy. I got it. I know. The Dodgers are up 4-0 on the 6th. No, it's not 2 free throws. What? I thought we were in the bonus. No? CP3 drives, gets fouled. That is going to be 2 free throws this time. Well, shout out to Amber. It is a bonus. So, Andy, we do have 2 free throws coming up. It's Chris Paul instead of Wemby. From Guam. All right, Ariel. It is cool that you guys are watching the Spurs from all around the world. I mean, even me, I'm not in the typical Spurs fan area. I live in Connecticut. I've lived on the East Coast my whole life. I just, Mr. Robinson made me a Spurs fan. 4-point game, free throw good. Yeah, I don't know where the bonus went away and why, but we're in there now. So, indeed, Ernie, let's go Spurs. Three-point game. This is the closest it's been since 2 minutes in the first quarter. Jalen Green to Şengün. Şengün guarded by Wemby. Back to Fred VanVleet. 10 on the shot clock for the Rockets. 3 minutes to go. A wide open Jabari Smith Jr. for 3. Goes in, rattles out, and goes back in. This is the second three-pointer for the Rockets in this quarter that rattled in, rattled out, and went back in. These rims are being kind to the Rockets. We have not had such luck. When it rattles in, it's going back out and staying out. 6-point game. That 3 hurt. Sohan's going to drive baseline, takes it at Şengün, and throws it down! Suck it, Şengün!
Thunder, dunk of justice.
Sorry. got a little carried away there. Şengün's a good player. He didn't have to suck anything. Yes, clown hair for the Thunder dunk, exactly. That's what I'm saying. Don't be going for layups and little shots. Just throw it down, Jeremy. I know you can. Green pull up 3. No good. Kellen with the rebound. Gets it up to CP3. CP3 brings it up the court. Back to Wemby. Wemby calling for an ISO. 12 seconds. Looking to drive on Şengün. Starts to drive. Pull up jumper. Back of the rim, no good. He does have 5 fouls. He does. Fan since 1990 myself. Halfway through David Robinson's rookie season. It's been a wild ride. Jalen Green, all sorts of out of control, gets fouled. 2 free throws coming up. This is not game. But we're running out of time. Could be game for my Yankees if they don't get going. 2 men on for the Yankees, but 2 outs. Man on first and second. Wemby could probably easily average 6 to 8 assists if he did pass a little more. But I'm not going to criticize him. And wow, the Lakers are killing the Suns. 26 to 8. Are the Lakers good this year? Are they like 3-0? Green's first free throw is good. 98-93. Exactly. Drive-through contact. Vincent Jalen Green's legit. Glaze and Bacon, what happened? We were down by 21 and have been fighting all second half. Green's second free throw goes around the rim and finally goes in. Still a 6-point game. We had it down to 3. And in the Spurs ball, I think they just said the Spurs have never led. Kellen drives in the paint, spins all sorts around, misses the layup. We are running out of time now. Minute 25. Both teams in the bonus. 99-93. Green with the ball again. Why not? We haven't been able to stop them all night for the most part. Back to VanVleet. 4 on the shot clock. Step back 3 by Fred. No good. Wemby with another rebound. I think that's like 18. We got to score quick. Come on. Bring it up there. Come on, CP3. Get those old legs running. Toss it to Kellen. Wide open for a corner 3. Off the rim. No good. We can't hit our clutch shots at the end. Cannot hit the big shots at the end. We're going to have 2 free throws for the Rockets, and that might ice the game. Jabari Smith Jr. going to the line for 2. And it's a long season, but for a lot of us, the 5 years of losing is we're done with it. And it's an in-state rival. Of course we want to beat the Rockets. He made the first free throw, and again, Another lucky bounce for the Rockets. Hits the front of the rim, hits the backboard, in. The game's not over, but there is not. We're gonna have to. We need Reggie Miller right now. We need Reggie Miller. Cowboy X Factor. It's looking like possibly all three of my teams are gonna lose tonight. Which, for those that don't know, Yankees fan, Giants fan, and of course a Spurs fan, they're all playing right now. Brandon with a quick pull-up three. That's the game. Yeah, that's gonna do it. Well. And a foul by the Spurs. Oh, travel! If you end up heading out, I'm staying till the end. But if you had a pending out because you're going to go watch football or the World Series or just go to bed, please do hit the thumbs out on the way out. It still does help the channel. I'm staying to the end, though. Stranger things have happened. CP3 for 3. Foul reward! Okay. Are they checking to see if that was a 3? It's definitely a 3. It's definitely a 3. Not even close. Oh, he actually might have landed in his space. Are they going to look maybe at a flagrant? He jumped right into... All right. We're taking a look at something. My clock is slightly off. It's 41 seconds, so I'll get that right because it's the end of the game. So we want to keep that as right as possible. He's in lands, and CP3 lands on his foot. Is that a flagrant now in the NBA? Could it be like a flagrant 1? That's what I'm thinking. Could we get a 3 and 1 and the ball? CP3 said, I'm tired of y'all scrubs, by the way. Just a few moments ago, I was saying, hey, anybody leaving for the night, please hit the thumbs up on the way out. But now we have a situation here. This is crazy. All right, well, glad. All right, we'll see what happens. Waiting on the refs right now. The officials are doing a lot of talking here. I'm going to turn up the volume a little bit when we get to play. When he played solid on defense, he had some shot blocks. He had some block shots, excuse me. Had a ton of rebounds. Kelman was 0 for 5 from 3. Yeah, it's terrible. I just didn't know it was that bad. I think they're checking this. Yeah, it was like a Jaja type thing, Mark. You're showing the replay again. Yeah, he gave Chris no space to land whatsoever. All right, so the max you can score on a play is 4 points. So Chris Paul will shoot 2. And if he makes one, then the Spurs will get the ball back. Wow. This just got crazy. I didn't know that was a rule. The most points you can score on a possession or something like that is 4. I've never heard of that. By the way, the Yankees are in the 7th inning. Their season looking like it's almost over. Made the first. So the Spurs now get the ball down by 4 with 41 seconds to go. What a crazy, crazy ending. The Spurs had the closest they've been in the second half is 3 points. Yeah, surprising face is right. Kevin, I hope you're right. Yes, hello there. We missed way, way too much. Way too many shots in the fourth quarter, but we're still in it. And this would be a crazy comeback if they can pull it off. CP3 will get it into Wemby. Wemby's going to drive. Pull up. It's going! It's a one-possession game. Wemby with 12 and 18. Spurs crowd loud and proud. Let's get a stop here. Jalen Green, guarded by Sohan, starts to drive. Back to Fred VanVleet. Wide open for three. Oh! Oh, Fred VanVleet. Oh. That was a huge clutch shot by Fred VanVleet. I will give credit where credit was due. Clutch shot. Dang. Wow. That might be the dagger. But you know, we just had a 6-point possession, so who the heck knows? VanVleet with a monster three. Was open, took the shot, made the shot. Did he do that in Toronto, Veronica? I have no idea. Our defense still sucks. We really just scored 6 points in like a few seconds. We did score 6 points in a few seconds, so I'm not giving up yet. Who knows? Maybe we can get another and one. Maybe another three-pointer and one. Then foul, and I don't know. Just A2 VanVleet? That's right, Angie. Don't give up yet. We have three-point shooters. We just don't have great three-point shooters. We have good three-point shooters. Not a lot of them, well, to be honest. Pedro, I wouldn't be against overtime. I'd rather the Spurs win, but there's not a heck of a lot of time on the clock. We got 17 and a half seconds roughly, and we're down by 5 again. Just had it to 2, which is the closest it's been since right when the game started. You have Keldon in there. Keldon is not shot. He's 0 for 5. I don't know if I would have him on the court right now. I wouldn't. Where's Doug McDermott at? Where's Dougie these days? Sacramento? We'll bring him back. Wemby's going to toss the ball in. Could this ball go right back to Wemby for a quick three? I think so. CP3 with the ball. Calls for a screen. Back to Wemby. Wemby's going to take the quick three. Off the rim. No good. The foul. It's on the Spurs, so that's the dagger. GG, guys. We'll do the stats of the game right after once it's officially over. If you're heading out, please do hit the thumbs up. If you're going to watch the World Series, it's 4-0 right now. My Yankees are down and looking like they're out. I don't know what the Giants score is, but the Giants suck, so you're welcome to everybody that's saying thank you. Thank you guys for being here. You guys, this was a really fun game. Even though we lost, I'm glad the team didn't roll over. Let's build on the positive here. They fought back. Not going to close it out at the end, but they fought back. Build off of that, and let's beat Chet Holmgren and company on Wednesday. That's going to be a hard game. Wednesday or Thursday? I don't know. I'm live for every game this week, so there's that. First free throw's good. 105.99. The Giants do stink. By the way, the Biscuit Buddy, I think I saw a stat. The Giants were down. At one point, 28-3 in their previous game. Just saying. Actually, being serious, I think they were down 28-3. CP3 for 3. Nope. Wemby with another board. Tries to dunk it, misses. Then does a reverse dunk. I mean, yay. So I guess we'll end on that.
Thunder, thunder, thunder. Thunder, dunk of justice.
Rockets fans, GG. So we split the home series with the Rockets 1-1 and dropped 1-2. And the Rockets, I have no idea what their record is, if I'm being honest. I don't know. Let's put the F up here, as in final. All right, we'll pull up some end-of-game stats. So close. I honestly thought we might pull that off. We didn't, but it was a good game. It was a good. They fought back. So let's take a look at the Rockets. All right, Smith Jr. with 17, Brooks with 7, Sengun with 12. He did not have a good night. 5 of 16. I mean, he did have 12 points, 12 rebounds, 5 assists, so that sounds good. But the 5 of 16 shooting, not so good. Fred VanVleet, only 4-14 from the field, but he hits the huge 3 to ice the game at the end with 11 points and 9 assists. Jalen Green was unstoppable most of the night. He had 36. Off the bench, Eason with 6, Thompson with 7, Whitmore 4, Aquaman with 6, and Reed Shepard. not doing anything. Scored 0 again. I don't think he scored against the Spurs last time, getting extremely limited minutes. I thought he was playing extremely well in the Summer League. I'm guessing he didn't do much in the preseason, and now he's just not in the rotation at all. Champagny with a very quiet night for the Spurs, only 5 points. He seemed to cool off a little bit. Jeremy Sohan with, I believe, a season high, 29 rebounds, 4 assists. It was a pretty solid game, 9 of 19 from the field. Not the best shooting percentage, but certainly acceptable. Harrison Barnes just disappeared all night for the Spurs. Only 2 points. We brought him in for his shooting, and he wasn't shooting. Took 3 shots. He didn't make any. His 2 points are off free throws. Wemby, 14 points. Not the most efficient game. 6 of 14. Did have 20 rebounds, 5 assists, and 4 block shots. Did have 4 turnovers as well. But, man, 20 rebounds. He was killing on at least that side of the court. Chris Paul, his best offensive output of the year for the Spurs. 16 points. Only had 3 assists, though. But you know what? We needed scoring, so we stepped up. Zach Collins with 11 points. Keldon Johnson was rough off the bench. Actually, he was 3 of 11 from the field. Oof, 6 points. Yeah, Keldon, rough night, 6 points, 5 boards. Malachi Branham was a nice spark plug off the bench. 15 points, finally hit some threes. Blake Wesley, 6 points, and Stefan Castle with 4 points and 5 assists. Turnovers were a huge problem in the first half. They've cleaned it up in the second. I believe they had, I want to say it was like 13 turnovers in the first half. They finished with 17. So go figure. You have significantly less turnovers in a half. You are competitive. So that's all I got, my friends. Appreciate y'all being here. My voice is kind of shot. I'm going to watch the rest of the Giants game and the Yankees game. And we'll be back at it Wednesday night for the Spurs. And let me double check. I think it's Spurs Thunder. I want to say it's Spurs Thunder. Spurs and Thunder Wednesday night. That is going to be a fun one. 9:30 p.m. Eastern. That's a weird time, but whatever. So we'll see you then. Until next time. Oh, we're 18 thumbs up away from 300. If you could hit the thumbs up on the way out and get us 300, would appreciate you. If not, yeah, it is what it is. I would have preferred a Spurs win. So, I don't know, I'm rambling. Let me watch my Yankees. Let me watch my Giants and cry myself to sleep. So, I don't know. Thank you all, as always. Until next time, on behalf of myself, Baby Coyote, Lil Mikey, Headman Grogu, and Selena, what you gonna do when TSR Sports runs wild on you? Go Spurs, go!